I see stranger. I see stranger in the chat.
You were like mid-sentence and just like...
Did it kick me out and then come back?
Yeah, currently I'm getting ads, so...
Oh, great.
Like it might be live
at least they're still putting ads on my stream. That's like pennies on the dollar thrown to me for your 30-second inconvenience.
As an investor, I'm glad that you gained and supported.
God, I hate.
Okay, I just want to point something out because I find this really aggravating. Dominic, Alex, and I have been playing on the Arc server and playing on Discord with no issues whatsoever. But now, the second we need to use it for D&D, no.
Yeah, internet decides
not allowed.
Okay, so what was the last thing you guys heard me say?
I just asked everybody to turn the internet off in the house, so we should be doo-doo.
Yeah, and in terms of the campaign where we're at, you're just saying some loud noises down the street or whatever.
Okay, yeah. So down the corridor, you guys can suddenly, Oculars and Sebastian can suddenly hear.
Hello?
That's what you hear from down the corridor.
I can't hear anything. What is happening?
Yeah. You keep cutting out when you say what it is.
It's knocking. It's a knocking at a door. The front door.
I can't hear it. Wait, what is happening? The last thing I heard was the front of the line. What the hell?
You guys, somebody's knocking on the front door. That's all that's happening. It's the front of the door.
I'm dying.
Okay, the front door.
This
You guys
won't even load.
I'm sure I have.
I'll be back.
There's nothing in here that I can comedically stick in my mouth. Wait. Oh yeah, here we go.
Jam's Discord died.
God, I'm gonna just scream. The stream is back to 3000 kbps, which is great. Also, hi stranger. It's good to see you. It's been an amount. I don't have a watch. I do have a back scratcher though. I found this thing just in a box in this bad boy. There's a box right here. So this thing is actually amazing, and maybe you will just see me suddenly just like, oh yeah, that's the hot ticket.
Don't get too busy tuning, bro.
So you guys can hear me now, right? Cameron, are you there?
We can hear you fine. I think Cam's Discord's still dead.
Jesus Christ. Will you stop asking me for better TTV? Like, I get it. I get it. I can't even get my stream to be working, bro. You can have your emotes when I can figure out how the hell to fix this situation. No, stranger, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. The internet is bad. The chat box on screen is broken. I can't even make a knocking sound on a wall like.
Oh.
God, you know what? I should be recording this from our perspective, just so you can hear what we're hearing right now.
Just another day at the office. Okay, so while we wait for Cameron to return back to the living, so that I get this on stream for recording purposes, I've been drinking a lot of Gamer Sups recently. Not sponsored in any way.
By the way.
No, not sponsored. Wish it was. I have a great flavor suggestion. But I have this flavor they have called, like, pineapple cocktail, and it's tasty. It tastes like pineapple until 5 minutes after you're done drinking it, and then your mouth tastes like Parmesan cheese for no reason. And I'm just and for me, I like Parmesan cheese. So I'm not that bothered by it, but it's not the flavor you would think that you would be. Hey, it's the Streamlabs bot. Hype. The Streamlabs bot's in the chat. This is amazing. It's not even a cheese-flavored drink. That's the problem. It tastes like pineapple. I need.
How those. You mean to say that they freaking made a pineapple on pizza-flavored drink?
Oh my god! It is Hawaiian Parmesan cheese pizza. Like, that is not even a joke. They should just do that. They should just make that a flavor. We're trying to grow. We're trying to grow a pineapple in our house now. Which is it's actually, we've tried twice before and I screwed up both times. This time there are actually roots. There are actually roots on it, which means that I can plant that sumbitch. We're gonna have a pineapple eventually. I've also had very girthy zucchinis growing in my garden, which is amazing. I'm guaranteeing you that...
How many do you use?
Let's see. I've had... To go over everything, I made zucchini fritters once. I then made a zucchini cake. And zucchini fries. And I actually ended up accidentally making more zucchini fries than any of us could eat. Like, we're talking 2 full cookie sheets with the things pressed up against each other of zucchini fries. Those zucchini... When I say my zucchini is girthy... When I say my zucchini is girthy... That's what I mean. I mean my zucchini is... that girthy. Hi, Cameron.
Zucchini ASMR, man.
And we're down to 0 kbps again.
Yeah. It looks like you're.
Hey, the chat's working.
You're right. The chat's working.
At least we have that.
Quick, Sebastian, Ocularis, there is a knocking at the front door.
I answered the door.
Ocularis, you get yourself finished dressing and you walk on over to the front door. So the front door of the lodge swings open, and standing out on your porch area, you see a stout young lad. He's just clearly a regular human, but he is carrying a bag, and he says, good day, sir," and he holds out a letter. "I've got a letter for an Ocularis and Sebastian. I'm assuming this is the place?"
Yes.
Good. That's all. I have to get off and head on over to Wind's Rest, so you have a lovely day. And he turns around and he saunters off back down the path.
Messenger man sounds like a robot. That's great. I understood him, but he sounded like a robot.
Thanks to the King's support and the fact that you've got a lot of people staying here now, including Chester Greenfield, who has been receiving a lot of mail ever since he closed down his ranch. You guys have been getting a lot of official stuff coming through. Mail, you've had the King's guard come by to check up on things, though thanks to your guard and Gregory, you guys have actually been keeping things well under wraps. You're starting to work like a real settlement, and you're kind of working your way into this into the economic system of the country. So anyway,
I'm just sitting here thinking of somebody to help me make a sign that says the Blue Iguana.
Yeah, you'll need a sign painter.
Yeah,
so,
my tavern is going to be called the Blue Iguana. I'm going to start, if you don't mind, Dominic.
Yes?
I'm going to start moving, like while I'm waiting for stuff to happen, moving my distillery from the wagon into the actual tavern.
Yeah, you weren't
Like,
able
all
to
of
until
my
just
skills.
the other day because construction only recently finished. So you weren't able to get that moved. You also have that gigantic crystal dragon head that you want to move that you haven't been able to set up yet.
It's just chilling outside.
You guys have it on top of your carriage.
God, I could put it in front of the door and make it the walkway into that fucking tavern.
You could.
Oh my God,
You could.
I'm doing that. Oh shit, God. Okay, no more tire. He just fucking hit the tire out of the air and nailed my monitor. No more tire.
I'm surprised you
tire.
still even play with him while you're like trying to do this.
Look, he's a German Shepherd. He needs constant entertainment.
Yes, he does.
Or else he dies.
Father.
Or else you die, but...
You know what? I'll roll the tire. How's that sound? Well, I would roll the tire if you would drop it and give it to me. No? Okay, no tire then. Anyway, let's move on. I'm sorry.
Ocularis, the letter that you're holding in your hand does not have an actual... It doesn't have a return address, which is strange. You also notice that it's not addressed to you on the front, which is also concerning because that would mean that the person who is bringing you the letter knew to find you here.
Does this letter seem magical at all?
No, but as you're turning it over and examining it, you notice that it does have a wax seal. It's got a symbol. It's got a symbol on it. You aren't entirely sure what the symbol is, but it is wax sealed.
I'm gonna hand it to the blue iguana and go, you need to open this.
He's actually not quite up and at him yet. You were the one who came to answer the door. You might have to go over to his room.
No abdication of responsibility here.
I'll be throwing a tire for my in-game dog in my bedroom being distracted.
Yeah, he's currently in the process, and so, Sebastian, you hear at your door just knock, knock, knock.
I open it wide, letting the dog
You need to
run
open
through
this, and I hand him the letter.
Wordlessly.
Also, and I look at the letter.
Really quick, Cameron, just so that you can tell Stranger, he did ask how the puppy is doing.
Oh, he's great. He's doing fantastic. Growing up before my very eyes, a little too fast. He's getting bigger and bigger, and I can't hold him anymore, and it makes me sad.
His birthday is next month, so we'll see about doing something special for the birthday. I'll post it on my Twitter.
I'm making him a steak for his birthday. Thank you for asking.
So, anyway, Cameron, what was it that you just said? You take the letter and you examine it?
Yep. Yes.
So, as you take the letter in hand, you notice that the letter bears the seal of the Royal Kingdom of Valenheim.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And not just the kingdom. We're talking the actual, like, capital.
Oh, okay. Ocularis, gather the men, whatever men we have, just me and you. Right, forgot. Anyway, going downstairs. Gotta read this.
Is it not going to kill you when opened?
No, it's not.
Or is I gave it to you?
It's just vitally important. And I'm gonna quickly close the door, get all my armor, equipment, everything on, put the dog's armor on, and I'm going out into the common area of the lodge, and I'm going to sit down.
My book and poisons. I'm good.
You
I'm
do
going
so.
to read the letter.
So, Sebastian, you pop the wax seal on the letter and you open it up. Inside, you find an enclosed document. It's good parchment, good, nice parchment, and it's written in flowing script. The letter essentially says thusly: Dear Sebastian and Ocularis, we've heard of your endeavors back in Fiorin, and The Royal Kingdom of Valenheim calls for your aid. Please meet us at the desired location. It's enclosed on the back of this letter. We need to speak to you. And that's it.
Okay. I'm just gonna say I read that out loud for Ocularis to hear.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna get my daily routine done here, and I'm getting the wagon ready. I think we take the whole fucking caravan. I think we hook up the wagons, the carriage, we get everything ready. We take our roid horses and we go.
Why do you seem scared? It's just another pansy king.
Sebastian looks at you like you're mentally insane, although that is not surprising to him.
Why did I end up with... Go ahead.
If you met the king, you would not think so. Also, when have we met a pansy king?
You mean the one we stole from?
Well, hey now.
You may have stolen from him, but at the very least,
his daughter extorted information and property.
He just likes you guys. That's not extortion. You saved the kingdom.
I have a whole list of crimes.
The only crime you've committed against the actual king is stealing from his dead ancestor's tomb, who, quite frankly, he probably wouldn't even be that mad since the ancestor tried to kill his entire, country. But also, the only other thing that you could have possibly done wrong was maybe slightly abuse an insignia he gave you. Sebastian effectively stopped you from poisoning a town.
Charges.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna go. Alright, I'm gonna get my chores done. I'm gonna move my distillery out of the wagon so we have more space, and I'm gonna put it into the fucking tavern, and I'm just gonna gear up and get everything I need, and I'm going to ask a particular strong boy if he wants to come with us.
Who?
Shit. What is his name?
Did you forget your stead's name?
Boga!
Yes.
That's his name.
His other pet's name.
His other pet.
Won't we need Boga because we have 3 carriages?
Well, someone needs to drive the third carriage.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
so
we need Boga. So
Yeah.
Boga has been
kidnap
training.
him.
He's been training really hard. He's been working both with Gregory and with Sebastian. And he has, since you last saw him, become a full-fledged paladin. He's still technically working underneath Sebastian. He doesn't do any official work for the Church of Bahamut yet. So he's still basically considered in training, but you've actually seen the kobold perform in combat. He's actually starting to be quite good.
Well, that's why I want him to come with us.
So you get his help, and you guys get the distillery unloaded, and he's more than happy to help drive the third caravan. So
It's your first big adventure, Boga. I'm very excited to bring you with us.
I'm excited too. Just where exactly are we going?
My homeland. That's where we're going.
Oh wait, so it's Valenheim, right?
Yes.
You told me about that, never mind. Let's just get this stuff unloaded and let's get going.
Yes, I sung a song about it very terribly around a campfire a while ago. I'm not a good singer.
So, you guys go ahead and get the carriage prepped. You unload everything that's unnecessary, and you get everything kind of repacked together, and you guys basically get ready to go probably around, we'll say you're ready to go about 8 to 10 o'clock. We'll go with 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And so, strangely enough, Rather than being an address in Valheim, though, Sebastian, the letter actually calls you to head to a town in Beyond, one that you actually haven't heard of.
Oh, so I guess we're not going to my homeland. Gotcha.
Well, you will have to go through your homeland in order to get there. There is only one way in and out of this country.
I'm directionally challenged.
Apparently. So, I'm gonna take this.
Guys, he fell asleep. Oh my god. He stuck his head through my armpit with the tire in his mouth, and he fell asleep on my lap.
That's a good boy.
Okay, so is there anything that you need to take care of, Ocularis, before you guys get yourselves sorted and ready to go?
No, I just prepare for book 2.
Book
Put
2.
book 1 aside in a nice, safe location and prepare book 2.
As you do. So, come
Since
9
book
o'clock.
2 cannot be damaged.
So as of 9 o'clock, you guys are loading yourselves up into the caravan, and you guys are getting ready to go. Good to know, stranger. Feel free to listen as long as you want. You literally do not even have to be here, so I don't know why you're... Anyway, so... You guys know that you guys are going to have to travel through the main city of Surd and make your way down through the dwarven city of Thrugak. Just so that we cover everything, do you guys want to make any stops or do anything before you leave?
I don't know. I don't think we have really anything we need to do, right? I mean...
I don't think so.
I mean, maybe saying goodbye to the town before we leave to Dominovis would technically be the only thing I think we need to do. Like, say goodbye to Sartsa. Basically, haven't we? I forget, Harley. Have we made Sartsa basically like the deputy mayor? Like, if we're gone, she's in charge.
We easily could. I just post a notice and run, but that's Ocularis.
Well, that's not how Sebastian rolls. I'm going to go over to Sartsa and inform her of our departure and let her know that we'll be that she'll be in charge while we're gone. If she's okay with that, obviously.
Absolutely. She'll keep charge in your stead. She also likes the idea of getting to order around the goblins, who she is not entirely... She's no more than lukewarm on. So she likes the idea of being able to order them around, if it is vicariously through Gregory. But, so Sartsa obviously gets herself set to kind of run through everything. Anybody else you need to talk to before you leave, or you think you're good?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, in that
I just write a note, be back soon, and nail it to the lodge front door and leave.
Coming soon to own on DVD and video.
Oh god, I hate you. So I'm sending this in through the I'm sending this in through the general chat, but this is the link that we'll be clicking on in just a minute here. In VHS. So so basically, you guys begin your journey heading on out towards Thrugak. And it's a fairly uneventful journey. After all, a lot of the stuff that usually happens, these stone soldiers that were walking around, that's no longer a problem. Things have been able to get back to normal in the country thanks to you. So you guys managed to make your way through Surd.
You have to forgive me. I'm going to grab some water because I'm starting to get a migraine and I'm going to knock it out before it gets bad.
That sounds like a plan. So I guess we've got just a second here, which is good because then I can just get a couple of things pulled up. I'm also gonna close. I'm also closing this. No, maybe I'll keep it up. I'll keep it up.
I also just want to point out that we probably can't do any shopping because we're literally out of money.
Are you guys out of money? I haven't taken a look at
Basically,
the.
our camp funds are drained.
That's gonna be
We are
news
out
for
of
me.
camp funds, is what he meant to say. So yes,
I'm not
we're
sure why
completely out of money. No one in the party has money.
Why the hell did you say that in chat? You could have literally just said with your actual voice, "Hi, I'm gonna go grab food really quick." I'm just saying. Unnecessary. Okay. Cart, wagon, carriage. Oh my god, you guys actually don't have any. You guys literally have 0 money left.
Okay. Hopefully that's migraine taken care of. All right, I'm back.
You guys literally just have no money in the camp funds. They are gone.
I don't think we have. Yeah, no, we did. We exalted literally every ounce of our camp fund.
Yep, we are completely broke. No one in this party has any money at all.
You do. I have 478 gold.
I'm not saying that you guys individually are broke. I'm saying that there's no more money in the camp. The camp is figuratively broke. And literally broke.
I'm just making sure it's known I have no money. As I poke a purse behind my back, I have no money.
You know what? Ocularis too, you're gonna do something for me because I've been trying to get you to do this for weeks, and you're gonna do it now.
Oh.
Wait, what?
You got a lockbox on like episode 4, and you did not open it. It has been sitting there. You have had it for 20 episodes. And you are opening that lockbox. Just open it right now.
Okay, I opened the lockbox.
I don't care.
Order, Archears! Untap the lore!
Oh my god!
And sure enough, I did. I see it on my sheet.
Oh my god, dude.
I opened the lockbox.
There is 17 gold inside!
You're rich!
There you go! Now you have a lockbox and 17 gold! It has been sitting there forever! Literally 8 months!
Oh my god,
I'm just gonna throw an empty lockbox into the cart.
Oh, and if we're celebrating using lockboxes, I'm gonna pull out that like fucking magic box that either shocks me or gives me a gold piece, and I'm gonna use it.
Quick, Cameron, open the box. Let's see. I'm gonna pull out my actual dice. I would use the dice roller, but I don't know if it shows the DM's. Actually, this is a good time to test something. You guys got the stream up?
I can't see it. I can't fucking see it. So
did anybody see me roll that D4 just now?
Let me get back to a page where I can see it. Yes, I do.
Then I'm just gonna roll with my physical dice because fuck you, I paid $100 for this service and I can't even hide my dice rolls. Okay. Cameron, you open the box and you get a gold piece. So congratulations.
yeah,
The box now the box shuts and now it can't be opened again.
I did it. I didn't get shocked this time. All right, cool.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Parker, are you back?
Nope. I don't think so. Did he go to the
I am
bathroom?
here.
He's here.
I was muted, sorry.
Okay. Great. Also, don't mute unless you absolutely have to. Like, especially if you have to go, say something. So, you guys get yourself saddled up and on your way. You pass on through Surd and make your way down the road towards Thrugak. And without much trouble at all, you guys make your way up to the large tunnel that rests in this mountain. If you'll recall from last season, the entryway to this country is actually a gigantic tunnel dug by the dwarves that goes all the way through the mountains to Valenheim. So, as you guys go up to it, you work your way over to the little customs counter, essentially, is what they have. You guys basically get yourself sorted and through the border. No trouble at all. It takes a long while. A long, long while. But you guys make it into the country of Valenheim. You guys pass by the hometown of Sebastian's father's guild, and you make your way down south. This trip is starting to take a long, long while, and so, let's see.
I pass by my hometown and don't even bother to pop my head in to say hello.
You don't have the time. You are answering a
No,
summons.
I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke. Just
No, I trust
by.
me.
Fuck those guys.
I know what you're
Hate
doing.
them.
So, by the time that you guys actually make it into to Valenheim, you guys make your way towards the border near the western part of Valenheim. At this moment, right now, it's starting to get to be very, very late. So you guys haven't actually traveled that far south yet. But you guys do find a quick little place to stay. Cameron, you have to... Where is the map for Valenheim? Because I can't ever remember the name of the town that's right here.
Hold on. I'll have to pull it up.
Yeah, you have to send that bad boy to me, because I keep forgetting.
It's in my, D&D folder. You'll have to give me him.
I hate that I don't have it saved anywhere. I really should have been more proactive.
I hear a dog. I like dogs. They make
This is why I have toggle mute.
the dogs make me happy. No. God, really? Are you gonna do this to me? I don't even think. Is it not gonna show me Valentine's map? Really? Do I have to go all the way? Yep, I'm gonna have to go to Incarnate and fucking get it off of there. That's
Well, yeah, because you haven't
lovely.
sent it to me on Discord either, apparently. Oh, no, you want to know what I bet it is? I bet it's in...
No, there it
campaign
is. There it
posts.
is. There it is. Now I got it. I'm gonna DM it to you.
Yeah, that's just fine. Send it on over.
It's not sending. I'm gonna lose my shit. I think there we go. There we go. It's working. There it is.
Now I have to wait for it to load, too.
Hey, while we're waiting, let's talk about our sponsor, Raid Shadowlet.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Please shut the fuck up.
Thought it was NordVPN.
It's always something.
I thought it was Surfshark. Or Ridge Wallets.
Cameron, isn't... Okay, so am I crazy? There is a village at the bottom of the mountain pass that heads up to Akalifa, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not named here.
It's not really a village. It's just a gaggle of houses and a couple of places for farming. It's not really its own village.
There wasn't an...
just a
I
house
swear that there
bottom
was
of
an inn.
It's technically still a Khalifa.
Oh.
Technically.
Okay. So there's no so I'm crazy in that there's no inn there.
There is.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'm just going to keep going with what I meant to say. So you guys are
It's
able
kind
to
of a
reach...
piece of shit travelers inn, but it's not really like a.
Well, I mean, an inn is an
It
inn.
exists.
And essentially, for time's sake, what I'm just trying to establish a timeline here, that you guys are able to make it there before it gets too late in the day. It's been your whole day's worth of travel just to get there. But you guys are able to make it there. You quickly stay the night. And starting on the next day, you guys begin to make your way down towards the actual border town that you guys are going to have to go through, which is going to be the town of Harton. That's where the border between Valheim and Beyond is. So, as you guys are going down, you guys have to pass through a couple of places. Essentially, going through a couple of things as you guys go. Valheim just is it is the capital of the country, and you guys end up talking about this kind of stuff as you go. Sebastian ends up saying some of these things, but from your knowledge too, Valheim itself is the center for guild activity on the continent of Zentaro, which is the continent that you guys are on. It essentially becomes the capital, which is mostly thanks to the altar of the gods. Sebastian is very eager to talk about this, but the altar of the gods is essentially a gigantic tower-like structure, and at the top, where the real altar is, it has been said that people were able to directly commune with gods at that location. For the longest time, it's been very quiet. Not a person has been able to commune with the gods, but essentially, people make pilgrimages here, and this is where the country actually got its start. Every country, stems from here in Valheim. So it takes you guys about another full day, I believe, and a half. You guys can make it to
And thank
Sika.
you for coming to Sebastian's History Lesson 101.
So you guys are able to make it through the royal capital to Sika. You guys stay the night in Sika, and you guys make your way towards the border town of Harton. It's a little more complicated to get between Valheim and to Beyond, and you guys know this. So as you guys make your way over to the border, your carriage is stopped at the road where the actual line that is drawn on the maps is. And so, essentially, you get this gruff-looking man walks up to your carriage, the front one, whoever is driving it, and he says, "Alright, what you guys doing heading out?"
Who is in front?
That would be you.
Ocularis would make sure of it, I'm guessing.
Okay.
I'm always at the back of the party.
What I'll do is I'll dig into my pocket and hold out my guild crest and tell him guild business.
I see. Alright, go on through then. And he kind of waves his hand like he's seen this 100 times today. And you guys are waved on through the border. Fairly surprisingly easily. So, as you guys pass on through, it's starting to get around midday, but you guys know that you're heading for a particular town. You don't know much about it. Just the directions to get there were enclosed with the letter as well as the actual address. You guys are heading to a small town in Beyond called Hogan's Hole. And you're to meet with somebody at an inn called Hogan's Home. it takes you quite a while to get through there. The rocky, mountainous terrain of Beyond makes travel a little bit slower, and by the time that it gets to be about 10 o'clock in the evening, you guys finally are able to see the spires of the smaller buildings that are making up this town. You've actually been on the road for quite a while without seeing another settlement, essentially because you've had to take some lesser traveled roads just to get here. But you guys begin to roll into town probably at about 10 o'clock p.m.
All right. Awesome. Is there a place where we can park everything? Make sure everything's safe?
So yeah, it's not a very
this is the
big
target
town,
right? I'm
yes,
not mistaken.
This is where you're supposed to be, and what gets you is that this town it's very, very small. It is barely a village, it seems. In fact, even as you move up to the tavern, there really are only a couple of places to hitch horses outside of the tavern temporarily. Your gigantic caravan actually looks pretty out of place here.
Oh, we are big, important businessmen that are completely broke.
We're big
Our
business.
business has
Have
no
no money.
Big business have no money. So you could park your caravan.
No.
You could park your caravan outside if you wanted to. But you guys are just going to have to park it somewhere.
Right.
There's nowhere specifically to take your stuff.
All right.
Okay, so we should probably leave one of your pets with the caravan.
Pets? Boga's not a pet. He's an individual. He is his own.
What's the difference?
Whatever you want. Just
Boga, will you
should stay with the carts while we go handle business.
Yeah, I can cover the
Boga,
cart.
will you watch the carts?
Yes, I can cover them.
I appreciate it.
You stay here. We cover business.
So, as
Alright,
you guys...
I start moving into the thing.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, just start moving into the inn.
Okay. You guys push your way into the inn, and you're surprised to find how quiet... Well, maybe not surprised anymore, but the inn is very, very quiet. It's a smaller establishment. There's only a couple of tables and chairs. And even though there seem to be several people in here at the moment, they're not really talking all that loud. A lot of them are just quietly drinking. You guys kind of scan the area a little bit, and while it looks like there are a lot of people here who are just commoners, and a lot of them are covered in dust and grime, you do notice that there is a table that looks pretty out of place. There is a person in some very official-looking clothes sitting at a table far in the back, and with him there are 3 people. You can see a white-scaled dragonborn for one. There is also a very short-stacked gnome, and they've also got somebody else sitting at the table with them. I'm trying to remember because I don't have it. Why do I not have it up? Indonesian. There he is. I'm pretty sure you're a human, right? How did I forget this?
Yes, I'm a human.
Yes, I am right. So they also have another human companion sitting there. The person in the official clothes appears to be an elf. But essentially they are incredibly out of place to the point where they almost seem uncomfortable. All except for the man in the official clothes who definitely seems like he's just been he's very composed, we'll say.
Well, in traditional Valheim etiquette, I just grab a chair, slide it right up to the table, and sit down without even saying a word. And I raise my hand over to the barkeep and ask for a mead.
The barkeep, who notices your hand go up, so you essentially ask for mead. He's like, sorry, I don't have mead. I could get you an ale if you want.
Yes, that works too.
Great. I'll have it right over to you. So
Thank you.
you turn back to see the elf who was sitting at the table, literally was just about to speak, and you interrupted him by asking the barkeep for ale. So he's kindly now waiting with his hands, like, together, looking at you. Am I okay to speak?
I just look at him and do a gesture like, "Go ahead."
Great.
I obviously look before he's. No, I look towards Ocularis to make sure that he's present.
I am standing
with us.
right behind you, furiously scribbling in my book.
Okay.
Yes. So, great.
I've gotten used to this at this point.
Great. Thank you. Ocularis, I believe your name is. Take a seat, please.
I kind of look around, sit, and just keep writing.
Fantastic.
What?
If I'd
I
known
just
you guys would
staring
make
at
me
them
wait. Yeah, so Ocularis, you currently have somebody just staring at you as you're writing this book.
It's kind of looking a bit like, what?
Oh, I pay no mind. I act like they aren't even here, and I'm just writing.
You all took
Occasionally
I look at
glancing
the
at
person
writing.
staring at him. I look at the person staring at him, and I'm guessing it's Doug's character.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just
give me like
go,
a.
And don't worry, he does this all the time. This is like 90% of his day.
Well, I said I'm looking at you guys, but probably mainly at you because you're the one that opened your mouth. While we were in the middle of something.
Yeah, Sebastian's not too bright, so
Yeah. So I'm not angry or anything. Just like, okay, this is happening now.
Anyway, I look towards the elf. So I'm guessing you're the person we're supposed to talk to, right?
Well, geez, I would hope so. Otherwise, I've been waiting here 3 days for you lot to spend your sweet time getting here. Yes, you are here
Hey,
in the correct
there's
place.
no need to be rude. There's no need to be rude. It's a long trip from Fiore all the way down to here.
Yes.
Hey, and we made haste. I didn't even stop in my own hometown to say hello. We just skipped the whole thing to get here as fast as we could.
Then you are a saint. Let's just get down to business
You're
here.
damn
as
right.
We have a bit of a problem that, the royal court,
as employers usually do.
the royal court of Valenheim would like to employ your services along with these fine gentlemen. You see, as I'm sure you know, there is a bit of a war going on. And, we'd like for it to stop. Really, we would. Unfortunately, the royal capital has not got a lot of pull over at our contender. He gives a quick glance to the rest of the table. Is there any information that anybody needs to be filled in on before we continue?
The gnome retorts, "How exactly are we all supposed to do anything about that?"
Well, that's why we're here. The collection of you have been chosen and been offered this job because of your skills. Whether saving an entire country or through exploits miscellaneous and varied. You see, while we can't officially operate in the country that we need to quell, we have given thought to contracting some work out to unaffiliated parties. And he kind of gives a glance to all of you. So that's why you're here. As an emissary of the court of the Kingdom of Valenheim, we are contracting you to head into the country of Balbaat and to find out why they are so adamant to keep this war going, and if you can, put a stop to it. Bear in mind, this is no easy feat, I'm sure. But we will be paying handsomely. Does this all sound... If none of this sounds like something you're going to do, then please, by all means, feel free to exit this establishment now.
Hey, as long as it doesn't involve us assassinating anybody, I'm totally
Oh, no.
doing something about this war.
It's actually in the contract I'm going to have you sign that you strictly do not assassinate any political figures. On the books.
Good, because I wouldn't be doing anything like that anyway.
What about off the books?
Ocularis, I swear to God. I swear to Bahamut. Not God. Who's God? I don't know who that is. I swear to Bahamut.
Listen.
Well, I won't just kill the ruler. I'll kill the entire town. No one will know.
As long as none of it is
We're not
linked...
doing this killing an entire town again.
So after the word Bahamut, you'll see my character just kind of give you more of a different kind of look of interest.
It's the interest look. The Steven single hand.
yeah. Okay, maybe not so obvious. Just like you perk their interest.
I love saying not so obvious as that.
We'll
Because
look
we all know
around
what the hell he's
to
talking about.
the other compatriots sitting there and go, so you send a merchant and a few mercenaries to another country to be your spies?
Oh, spy? No. Spies? That's an official sounding term. Really, we're contracting you all out to take a look. And, if possible, intervene. There will be no espionage. There will be no cloak and dagger. Really, you guys will just be concerned adventurers looking to possibly topple a bad regime. Maybe garner peace between two warring factions. Oh, it'll be a tale for the ages.
An iron bar by any other name is still an iron bar.
An iron bar can be any name if it's put down on paper as such.
Don't worry, this story will go exactly how I write it, for this will be the one true history.
Oh my God, Ocularis, will you please at least wait to ruin our reputation after the events have occurred?
It's at this point, by the way,
now they're already done for.
Sebastian, the barkeep, who is a fairly well-aged man, walks over and he gives you your ale, and he just kind of like, all right, that'll be 5 copper.
I give him a silver piece. Keep the change as a tip. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I was a little rude earlier.
Well, no, that's just fine. Thank you.
The gnome waves his stubby hand, says, "I'll have one as well."
I will bring you one. Just be a moment.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back.
God damn it! This is like the third time.
Calm down. When nature calls, you gotta answer.
Oh my God.
Your bladder control is not that impressive.
So you write books, huh? Okay.
I write the history of everything.
You might have to.
Sounds like a fun job. When do you get time for it?
I'm always writing. My writing alters the world around me.
I start talking to him in small words like he would to a not that smart person. Oh, I see. I believe you.
You are an annoying gnome. Be careful of your drink.
So.
Thank you. It looks quite tasty.
My character will be looking at Ocularis with interest. So, or with sparkling interest. So, do you have any books on you right now that you wrote?
I'm back.
I'd be interested in reading them.
Well, the first of my edition should be getting ready for publish, but unfortunately, some
Jesus.
princey people called me out here to stop their little war.
Well,
Ugh.
I'm a huge fan of books, so I'm a huge fan of books. So I'll be the first one to order it.
You won't even have to order it. Just go to the corner store.
You'll have to get in line because I'm gonna burn as many copies as I possibly can.
That's what Cameron wants. That's what Sebastian wants. He doesn't want to adventure for riches and gold and magical items. No, every single gold will be spent purchasing all of Ocularis' books so that none of them can see the light of day. Which ironically gives Ocularis more money to print more.
Well, you do realize, like, the whole first edition paints him as this cowardly knight who's hiding behind a shield the whole time, while the bard gallantly charging in, taking on the enemy.
Oh, Lord.
It is like the biggest. I don't even use the shield.
Mans does not even have...
The readers don't know that.
You're right, they
God
don't.
damn it!
So I reserve a pre-order then.
Hand me the contract. Anything I can do to help my home country, I'll do it.
Oh,
And
well, that's quite good then. So, if there are no trepidations, I would like to hand out these contracts, and you guys can sign it. Feel free to just do it at your
read
leisure.
This contract first.
Smart. Very, very smart. So, without boring the chat with 100 pages of legalese, because I didn't write them,
Oh, come on, that's the fun part.
Not very immersive, SMH.
The contract essentially states that you lot are going into the country of Balbaat simply under personal desire to seek out what's going on with the country. The contracts really have nothing to do with you guys having a job. The contracts are more to do with completely admonishing the country and court of Valenheim of any guilt of what's to happen once you guys move into the country. Essentially, it's an affidavit that you guys are not affiliated with the country of Valenheim and are going in there on your own volition.
Well, it seems rather silly to sign a piece of paper to say that I'm not doing this for you.
Oh,
It just leaves a paper trail.
well, let's just say that there's a lot of stuff that needs to...
The feats of protection.
Exactly. So...
it's the bureaucratic process of the council. I sign it and slide it to him.
Thank you.
I have a question though.
Oh? What can I answer?
If we're not supposed to be affiliated with the guilds or anything in Valenheim, do you need my crest? Pretty sure that would be smart.
No. You see, it's not unlike people to go out of country, even if they're affiliated with the guilds. Really, it should be no trouble at all. And considering who and where you come from, I don't imagine you want to be parting with it.
It'd probably be more suspicious for a knight to walk away without his crest.
This one brings up a good point.
All right. Yep. Man, I really love playing D&D with a 2000 ping.
My packet,
Playing anything else with a 2000 ping.
Thanks to packet loss, your attack
my
misses
God.
the goblin and hits your friend. All right. Go on. Go ahead and I'm going to need the rest of those contracts, although if you wish, you could feel free to give it to me in the morning.
I do have one more question. Who exactly are you here by order of?
I'm here. Me, personally? I'm here just to see you off as a personal friend. I'm bearing some documents from the court that I drew up just
Can I see
because
your
I was
crest?
concerned.
Personal friend? They don't
Can I
even
see
know
your
your
crest,
name.
please?
Yes, if you, since you are apparently not picking up what I'm putting down, as some might say, and he takes out his crest, and you can see that he does have the official crest of the royal court on him, Sebastian.
Okay. All right then. I guess that's as an official stamp as you can possibly get. All right. You've got my trust.
Great, thank you.
Forward and go, what exactly is our payment?
Well, upon completion of your job, we will say 10,000 gold pieces apiece. Really,
That's a pretty penny.
the court of Valenheim is quite generous to those who would be so willing to step up on their own personal accord to help the country out.
I'm going
The
to lean
payment is
over
a
and not
non-issue for
so.
me.
I'm gonna lean over and not so quietly say to my lizardy friend, "Didn't we spend about that much on the pickaxe?"
Yes.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
Speaking
So
of
it's a small
which,
payment.
I forgot to mention that is probably a very distracting piece to be having at the table. And
Oh yeah, it is sitting on
yes.
my back, and I have my dancing lights going through it, so it's just shining in all of its glory.
the bartender also brings you your ale, Mr. Gnome. So, is anybody else going to sign the contract and slide it over?
As I sip on my ale between both hands, I have a mage hand write it out so that the other party members can see.
Quite good. It seems like a bit of an odd flex, but then again, there is no flex harder than the pickaxe right now, so it goes a little unnoticed. Just a slight bit.
we
am going
we
to
worked
look
way too hard on that pickaxe.
I am
I
going to.
forget, what does it do again?
Nothing.
It's just a
It's
pickaxe.
just a
It's a
fucking
pickaxe.
pickaxe.
Yes.
It's a fancy pickaxe.
It is
that
a
we use to
solid
smite
gold
chests.
pickaxe.
Literally, if we're in a dungeon,
Oh yeah, I remember
it does not
pickaxe
matter.
of chest smiting. I forgot about that.
Yes, and we have decked it to the nines. We cannot customize it anymore. That's how much we
The
put into
only
it.
Okay,
unique
so
thing
there
about the
is
pickaxe is that
literally
you gotta get a
dragon's
dream.
blood.
So,
Yeah, there's literally dragon's blood flowing through it because
Because why not?
that's
Why
it.
not?
Yeah, we have amylite on it. What else do we have? We have fucking like diamonds, gems all over the damn thing. There's goddamn gold encrusted handle, fucking jade. Like it's a fucking pickaxe that's probably way fancier than it needs to be. It is so fancy a noble would call it gaudy.
so I'm just gonna Kun is gonna look at Jen and be like, "Look how pretty that is."
Okay, after
Pretty.
seeing
back.
the
I am not buying it for you.
But it looks so shiny.
after seeing the mage
Wish
hand
you could buy
sign
it from us.
the contract, I'm going to raise my quill I've been writing with, give this smirk, and have my mage hand grab it, float it across the room, and quickly sign my name, but it's not my signature. It looks just different enough that I can point it out to people. And it flies the quill back to me, and I keep writing.
You fucking asshole. So if anything goes wrong, you can have deniability.
Uh-huh. I'm doing the same thing they are.
You know what? Hold on.
As you slide him that paper, he looks at it, and he looks at you, and he smiles knowingly. This appears to be in
And I
order.
just give him a slight nod, because we both know what's going on. Just,
Go eat your lunch, buddy.
I guess when it comes to the elf, I'm gonna look at Junior real quick. So, so do you trust him?
Right now, trust would be a strong word, but he does have some powerful vouchers for him.
I could do the validate. I could do the validate method to find out if he's honest or if he's good.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Okay, just making sure.
I'll sign your contract under one condition.
Oh, please.
We will renegotiate the reward at the end of the job.
Really?
Seems
You'll
fair.
want to renegotiate at the end? I suppose I could leave it open to anything. After all, this isn't a job. You guys are just going off, so you may feel free to ask of whatever you wish.
Well, let me explain this to you in a way. His request is perfectly reasonable because what we're going into could either be death-defying or incredibly easy.
Hey, yes.
We go in there and it's death-defying. Let's say, for example, and I point directly at Ocularis, let's say this guy gets his head chopped off. I just lost one of my best friends. I'm going to ask for more money. Makes sense, right?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, well, feel free to raise it to whatever price you like once you're done with your little adventure. Alright? I don't have a problem with that. After all, I probably won't be the one you're talking to.
Okay.
I make kind of a
would be the
devilish
one we were
grin
talking
and
to?
sign the paper.
There's a part of me that wants to use an illusionary script on this, and just play Ocularis right now.
Illusory script. So do you want to use an illusory script on it?
I don't think so, because it's a level 1 spell, and I'd rather save that for something more important, but still, it'd be hilarious. I'm gonna just write my actual signature.
Okay, so you sign the paper, and you slide it over, and Jin also gets it sent over. And with that, everyone has signed, and the elf takes all the papers and stuffs them into his robes, and he's like, "Oh, great. Now, if you'll excuse me," and he cracks his knuckles, "I'm going to be heading out of this distasteful place. You'll want to head into Balbaat via the border roads. One of the two will do. I don't really care. Do you need any directions before I go, just in case there is anything up in the air?"
Well, seeing as though the conflict between Balbot and Valenheim is so strong, perhaps we should try to find a way into the country that has the least amount of official guards around it, so that we don't cause too much of a scene.
Well, depending on how much of a scene that you actually want to cause, you'd do best to take the southern border road once you reach the town of Junewood. Essentially, that's the one that most travelers take when they're touring because it goes across the southern part of the country. You know, the one that isn't infested with bandits. The northern road is much more dangerous, and it's only traveled by higher-tier adventurers, and those who are of the seedy variety.
I'm just looking not to have some angry guard that has distaste for the entire country and decides to abuse his power in order to get us arrested.
Ooh, somebody is distrusting. And it's good in this kind of world.
I don't trust Balbot.
Well, either way, if you end up dealing with a border officer, I suppose it's none of my business whether or not you actually get through. So do with that what you will. I really don't have any other suggestions to get in.
What is your name, friend?
My name? Well, my name is Julian. It's a pleasure. I'm sorry that I didn't introduce myself.
Perfect.
I didn't hear that, Dominic. You cut out. What was his name?
He said his name is
Julian.
Julian. Okay, thank you. All right. Well,
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Does anybody need anything else while I'm here? Because I'd really like to get out of here.
well, if you see my dad, tell him I said hi.
Oh, yes. Your father. I will be certain to give him a good hearty hello the next time that I'm up in that dreary place.
I get visibly angry from that statement.
He
Like,
sees your visible
I
anger
feel like
and he
punching him
smiles.
now.
He sees your visible anger and he smiles in response.
God, that just makes me want to hit him even more.
I just put a hand on your shoulder and don't worry, it shall be dealt with. And I smile at him.
Well, gentlemen, now that we've
Now
all
I feel
essentially
better.
agreed to do this job for him, why don't we introduce ourselves?
Ah, yes, that's a fantastic idea.
Fantastic
All of
idea,
you guys,
Mr.
go ahead and do your
God damn it.
introductions. I will be gone. Goodbye. And he just literally takes this opportunity to
Get out.
jaunt out the door. Just get the fuck out of here. He's gone.
I
He
look
tripped.
as he turns around. I do that like shove it up your ass symbol that you do with your fist. I do that as he walks away. Fuck you.
This
Make a
entire
comment about
time
my
I've been
mentality. Go fuck
untying his
yourself.
shoes with a mage hand.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Hang on. He's
thank
gonna make a
you.
dexterity saving throw as he goes outside. So as he's walking outside, he hasn't noticed that you've untied his shoelaces. So he's walking out the front door and he steps on his boot, on his shoe strings, essentially. And he just flies forward. We're talking he goes into the dirt at like speeds where you were like jumping forward because he could not even fathom that anybody would untie his shoes. He just wanted to get out. And he ends up in the dirt.
I'm going to put my hand on the gnome's shoulder and go, I now consider you an ally.
I give him a wink and pretend not to know anything.
There is no noise from outside. You except for you hear him get up and you hear maybe a huff. Then there's a pause as if something's being considered, and then you hear him walking away.
If he wanted to fight, he should have just said so. He would have shoved this hammer so far up his ass, it would have knocked his teeth out.
Oh, he's going to have a bad time. He has annoyed me.
I tell you, friends, surely it is much more amusing to make them embarrass themselves than inflict any physical harm.
Agree to disagree, gnome.
Well, in any case, I should probably say my name. I'm Jamberman Folker. Pleased to meet you.
Good to meet you. I hold out my hand for a handshake.
I grip one of his fingers. And your name, sir?
I'm going to look at him, get this wry smile, and use pale memories. As I say, my name is Julian, and I turn into the elf.
Why?
Brilliant.
Why?
I am in disguise.
Why?
If I'm going to bring a war to an end, I don't want them hunting Ocularis. They'll hunting Julian. Ocularis has no connection.
Oh, Lord.
At the sight of this,
Dolores,
Dean
it's
lets out a
okay.
hearty laugh.
I think we can trust everyone at this table. Oh, God. And he wrote me as the coward. That's hilarious.
So,
Jesus.
Are you actually being serious about doing that, though?
Yes.
Yes.
No. See,
Yes,
if
I am
Ocularis
dead
says something
serious.
like that, he's dead
Yes, he
serious.
is.
He is now a totally different person.
Oh,
You
fucking
essentially
God.
watched him grab a crystalline heart-shaped piece from his robe, and now he's someone else.
No, God damn it.
And
Just
Dom,
kind
I
of
am
blink and
wearing my
say,
ring.
"No, I'm not going to be fooled."
You
by
are?
that, right?
Great.
Yes, I am wearing my ring.
Good to know.
Oh my god.
They look at
fucking-
you and go,
Okay,
how do
who
you know
is
you haven't
fooled by
already
this
been
something?
fooled?
Oh, Lord.
Well, whether you decide to disclose your true identity to me or not, as long as I can identify
His name
you,
is
that's fine.
Ocularis.
They
I
literally.
say that out loud.
I mean,
say
you
it
know
out
that.
loud,
You
his
know
name's
this.
Ocularis.
The elf said his name, so it's not like it's a secret.
Well, yeah, it's like asking for niceties, though. Like
Ah.
he's doing it to people.
Ocularis, if something bad comes from me telling them your name, I give you full permission to torture me with poisons.
How do you know I haven't already started?
Because I'm not in pain, am I?
Only on the inside.
It's slow
I
acting.
watched
my
what you
friend.
did with that changeling person. I saw what you did to that changeling person a while back. I know what it's like when you poison someone.
Oh,
So I
but you
know
guys
I'm not poisoned.
You guys have made me the Grove. I have many new poisons to try.
This is true. This is
Fuck,
unironically
you're right.
true.
God damn it. Oh,
Though,
man.
thankfully, he doesn't have access to the Grove on the go.
Yet.
God damn it. Anyway,
So I'm gonna look at Jin. So should we introduce ourselves?
yes.
Might as well.
Do you trust them?
For now.
Okay, that's good enough for me for now. You can go on ahead. I'm trying to do my deep voice and trying to talk, but I keep forgetting. Okay, but go on.
I will stand up and bow and say, Jean Ithritis at your service.
Ooh, fancy.
Nice to meet you.
And I am Kun York at your service as well.
The gnome spits to the side.
Why?
Well, gentlemen,
Rude.
it's been a pleasure meeting the three of you.
Great.
Shall we be off?
There are four
Wait.
of us. Wait,
There's four of
wait.
us. What?
Who was it? Who was it fun to meet? You tell me right now. It's like greeting three people, calling them Wingus, Dingus, and Pingus, and not telling them which is which.
Wait, are not all five of us here right now?
Yeah, all five of
Yeah,
you are at the table.
You said three.
That's why I say
You said
it's a
three of
pleasure
them.
to meet the three of you.
But there's
God,
four other
you
people
know-
other than you. Am I
you know
missing a
what?
joke
I'm not
here?
even gonna try.
Exactly.
Never introduced himself is what he's getting at.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's me who's the fool. I am the fool with my terrible
Okay.
hair and even more terrible. Well, I
We
mean,
have
technically,
finally,
this is
throughout this entire D&D stream, we have outwitted the DM.
shut. Shut.
By the power of 20
Oh my
intellect, I will outsmart ye yet.
You suddenly, so as you guys are talking and finishing up your introductions, you hear like a hand slap the table, and you hear a rather feminine voice say, "Ah, and I'm Trish. It's good to meet you guys too. By the way, can I interest any of you in dinner tonight?" And you guys, and so essentially, a young woman. She's got red hair and she's wearing what looks like homespun robes. You can tell because it's a little bit amateur crafted. But she's shorter, but she's made her way up to your table and she's holding a piece of parchment in her hand, and she's looking at you expectantly.
Control. What do you got?
Would you like to? So you would like to go through the menu? I would love to give you the menu.
I mean,
Might as well.
sure.
Be a good way to celebrate our meeting.
Indeed.
I agree.
All right, so if you guys are interested in dinner, I've got quite a few good things here. We've got fresh caught
Hold on,
venison.
wait a minute, this isn't fair.
Huh?
1 second, this isn't fair. I gotta go get Boga. He's just sitting waiting outside by himself. I'm gonna go get Boga so he can eat with everyone and introduce.
Sebastian gets up
Not
from the
just leave
table.
him. Leave him.
Sebastian gets up from the table and runs outside, like actually runs in his heavy armor. So you just hear shuk 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 shuk. Boga, get in here.
It's
The Dragonborn fella must be scared of women.
Oh no.
It's not uncommon.
don't go there. No, don't ask Ocularis those questions. You should know better by now.
Right in.
Yeah,
Sebastian.
and the only time I stop writing is when I make a remark. So, like that, my character just looks up, says something, and goes back to writing.
God.
So Sebastian, you successfully run out really quick and fetch Boga, who is more than happy to get out of the night and into the warm inn. So you guys sit down
So
at the
sorry
table.
you were out there for so long.
No, it's okay. I did get to see this really posh-looking fella just trip and eat shit. It was quite hilarious. I don't think he even noticed I saw. You should have seen his face. He looked so angry.
Awesome.
Well, now that everybody's here...
I order a round for Boga.
Oh, I'll go make sure to get that ale in right away. So we have the standard fare, of course. We've got bread, we've got some cheese, those kinds of things. We also have our own home brewed whiskey that we make in-house, if you'd like one of those. Other than that, we've got ale.
What? Just bring us out a whole assortment of stuff. Bring us the works. We'll feast tonight.
Ooh, the works, you say? Well, I could certainly go ahead. I'll need to know what kind of meat you would prefer, unless you'd like to order everything from the dinner menu.
Everything. Just everything. Pile it on.
Aha!
I whispered to Ocularis, he's picking up the tab, right?
He is, whether he knows it or not.
Yes, Sebastian would gladly pick up the tab.
Okay, so I will go ahead and I'll bring one of everything on out so that everybody can enjoy. Let's see here. I'll get that all written down. And, so that's an ale for everyone. Okay. Alright, I'll be sure to get that right out for you, big spenders. Thank you. And she saunters on off, and you can actually see her walk into the back, and the barkeep is, like, rubbing his head a little bit. He seems sheepishly embarrassed. You're not sure why, though. So it takes a little while.
Embarrassed?
Yes, sheepishly. So... No, you go.
I was gonna say my okay, so my character freaks up. By the way, I am a dragonborn. However, I have a bit of a medical condition that prevents anything from coming out of my mouth. So, just for future knowledge. Sorry, should I let you know?
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, friend.
Yeah, it's.
I hope you make up for it in grit and gumption and whatever.
We're not playing T-Toll, Sebastian.
I will definitely will use my knife and I'll use my knife in the dark effectively.
There you go.
As he holds
another drink.
As he holds the blade up with his mage hand.
Everybody in this house got some mage hand.
Why does everybody have fucking mage hands?
Because we all do, okay?
Now I feel like I need to make a wooden hand.
The rest
on a
of us
long
all use
string.
mage hands to toast together, while he's the only one who does it regularly.
No, you know what? I'll just fucking attach my mug to the end of my hammer and just do that.
If it makes you feel better, Sebastian, you can just hold me and I'll be your mage hand.
I don't know about that.
The DM will be your mage hand.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't
Boga.
argue if you asked me as your mage hand to slap the shit out of everybody at this table. After all, it wouldn't be
that
my
would
fault.
Funny. That would be hilarious, but I don't know. I don't know about that. You know what? I'm just gonna use my bulging muscles, and I'm going hold up my fucking mug. I'm drunk. I think, at this
Drinks
point.
muscularly.
Drinks muscularly.
Drinks muscularly.
I want to just
Armstrong,
turn and
I don't-
stare into Boga's soul and go, "You would dare try to strike me?"
Yeah, on second
Yes.
thoughts, Boga thinks that that's not a good idea. Not because I'm afraid of any of those little vials that you've got, but I don't want to be in the book in any kind of, like... I don't want there to be anything weird in the book about me. Then again, there probably
Too
already
Too late,
is.
Boga.
God damn
Too
it!
late,
Boga. Boga, the coward.
Actually, yeah.
Ocularis
Boga
does
is-
not ask for people's permission to be in his book. He just does it.
Boga is going to just drink once he actually gets his ale. Speaking of
I forget,
which,
Harley, what race is your character?
Human.
Okay, yeah, he was a human.
It's
Couldn't
only
remember.
human after all.
though, considering that half of he's got like this cloak that is a very disgusting looking rabbit, gigantic rabbit
It is
hide.
a plus yellow rabbit.
So it's kind of hard to tell because you wear the hood up as far as I know, right?
Oh yeah, almost at all times. I rarely take it down. That was like for the king and the king only.
So it takes a while, and it takes a while because you've ordered a lot of food. So the rounds of ale actually come first, but eventually out of the kitchen, she comes carrying this gigantic wooden tray. And, excuse me. So she begins to set everything down on the table. There's this gigantic roasted venison haunch. There's this plate of this nice looking venison steak. There's a roasted rabbit she brings out that's on a bed of leek. And there's just these various stir-fried greens that she's got. And she just sets all that down. There's bread, there's cheese. And she's like, all right, great. You guys will enjoy this. Let's see. In total, that's going to be 4 silver pieces. It's going to be a total of... it's going to be about 5 silver pieces and 12 copper pieces. Not counting the ale, of course. That's going to come a little bit later.
I hand her a gold piece.
Oh, great!
Sebastian also would have saw that I was about to reach for a gold piece as well, but just stops and lets him do it.
So she says, "Oh, great!" Like she's being very calm about it. But as she takes the gold piece, she's quite happy with that, and she immediately like brings it over to the bar and sets it down, and you can just hear them kind of muttering to each other. But you guys have this feast here.
Yeah, dig in, everybody, and I go straight for a piece of venison, and I'm a meat guy. I like meat. I get meat. Meat.
Don't ever say that around
Carnivore.
Ocularis, please.
Too late.
Too late. I cannot lower my rep. Okay, no. I don't care anymore. My reputation, like, it's already fucked when that book comes out. There's literally no point in trying to save it. It's gone. I've just accepted that fact.
The man afraid of women is a big fan of meat.
Who says I'm afraid of women? I'd beat them up if I needed to. If they were fucking attacking me, I'd be like, pow! Can't kill me. I'm too powerful. No one can kill me. I'm not afraid of anybody.
And now he beats women.
Oh no.
God damn it!
I told you! I warned you about this like a minute ago, Cameron.
He beats women out of fear.
So the dinner passes by, and the food is really, really, really good. Like beyond it being very simple, it is very, very good. So you guys get it finished up pretty quick. So by the time that you guys are done, it's getting to be around 11 o'clock in the evening. So it's been about an hour, give or take a couple of minutes since you guys have arrived.
No, don't climb on top of my monitor. No, you're way too big for the monitor to support. Please. Please don't, Sickard. Please.
Well,
Please go lay down.
as we were eating our meal, I'd probably be talking to Arcularis about distribution and sale of a book that he mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah, I am all for it. I'm kind of listening.
kind of listening. Currently writing in his second book about the publishing methods of the first book.
No, we're gonna wait until we finalize that. That'll go in chapter 2.
Great.
They're
Wonderful. So as everything is cleared up, the waitress comes by and she starts gathering up all the plates. Will you guys be needing a place to stay tonight as well, or are you guys heading off into the night?
We're gonna stay here.
It's a bit late now. May as well stay the night.
Damn, I
Great.
could have used my script. Okay, go on.
No, that's great. If you guys would like to stay the night, it's just a silver piece each room. We only have a single bed per room, so if you're going to double up, just be prepared for that. But we do have quite a few rooms available.
I don't suppose Sebastian would share a room with someone, would he?
I don't care.
Remind you, you're not just sharing a room with Sebastian. You're likely sharing a room with a dog and Boga.
Yes.
My dog is a good boy, and I give him a pat on the head.
He licks your hand.
I will look over at my scaly friend and go, I will sleep in the carts and keep them safe.
No, what you're going to do
Clearly.
is you're going to sit on the ground by the carts and cast Liam in this tiny hut, you bastard.
Yes, but I'm not saying that. And I am clearly not just trying to weasel my way out of spending a single silver.
Oh boy, all this money.
You're
Why would I
cheap,
ever
Doug
spend
Doris.
any of it staying in an inn?
Exactly.
So who's
I go
who's
ahead and
getting a
toss-
room?
I'll go ahead and grab a room.
Okay, it'll be
I
a
will
silver
too.
piece for everybody who's getting a room.
I'm
Which
gonna
is
toss a gold
presumably
piece on that.
everyone. Except for Ocularis. So she gets you all sorted, and she gets each one of you your keys, and you guys can head up to your rooms and get settled down for the night.
Okay. I just go to sleep. I get everything ready to go to bed, and I just do it. I just go sleep.
Okie dokie.
I guess I'll just stay up as long as Janet's up.
Okay. And with all of that started, if nobody has anything they're going to do during the night, then we're just going to move on.
I make sure to wake up early so that it does not seem like I just slept on the ground and like I was actually diligently guarding the carts all night long.
Like
I
anybody,
didn't get a wink of sleep at all. I was guarding the carts.
yeah, everyone is going to believe you, Ocularis. You can write it in the book that they did, at the very
Oh,
least.
the book says something completely different.
God.
So, morning time comes, and you guys, it's a standard morning. You guys get yourselves all set. There are options for eating breakfast if you want.
I say we head off. If we spend any longer, it'll take us too long to get there.
Likely,
Well, I'm-
yeah. No, that's just fair. If you guys aren't going to stick by for breakfast.
We kind of like feasted the previous night as well.
Yeah, I'll give you that. You guys feasted, so you guys could probably go a while tomorrow without having any without needing anything. So you guys are free to head off if you want.
I'll purchase a loaf of bread. Can I purchase a loaf of bread and some butter for the road?
Yeah, the you can purchase some bread. The innkeeper will charge you for that. Just a sec. It's gonna be we're gonna call it 5 copper.
Oh wow, that's expensive bread.
Okay.
Well, for a whole loaf.
There's a big loaf. Okay.
Like we're talking
Yep.
like this ain't.
It was going to become garlic bread.
Yes. If
It's a
only.
baguette. It's a baguette. It's just a big ass baguette. Fucking.
Anybody else interested in getting any food before they leave?
I'm already all rationed up.
I'll just wander off into the woods and find some,
Of course you would.
because I can do that.
You managed to collect some
I bought
pine
a
nuts
big
and some
loaf to
wild
share.
leek, and you just eat it, dirt and all.
Yep. I'm not picky.
I was looking at couldn't look at Jen. Well, do you want to eat?
I
We
think
want
I
it.
am good for today. I better get the horse and the cart around so we can be prepared.
Sure.
You have a
I
horse
guess
and a
I'll-
cart as well?
Yes,
Our
no
caravan
self-respecting
grows.
merchant goes
Hey.
anywhere without his cart in merchandise.
I will. How about this? I'll go grab us 2 loaves of bread for each of us.
If that is what you wish, I won't stop you.
Okay, so Kun goes and purchases a loaf of bread using a gold coin.
Jesus Christ. You guys are just, like the barkeep is like, okay, let me give you change. Please let me give you change for this gold piece.
I have no real need for it at the moment, and the hospitality was.
I guess, thank you. Here then. If you're not going to let me give you change, at the very least, here, and he slides you like a little bottle, a glass bottle. It's not alcohol or anything. It's just our apple juice that we keep by for breakfasts. Just take some on the house at the very least.
Sure. Thank you. Very kind.
So he takes the gold piece and he just starts getting back to his work. Jen, you bring around your merchant's cart just as everybody else is also getting loaded up. Ocularis, oh man, you look so tired after being up all night with all those bags under your eyes. Wow. The thing is it's hard to tell whether or not they're the bags under your eyes or the bags that were under the elf's eyes.
You don't yell at me. You don't yell at me.
So everybody is getting
I don't
themselves
wanna
ready. Is there anything else anybody wants to take care of before they head off and get on the road?
Is
just
there
gonna
a
get the
magic
carts
circle?
ready.
And is there a magic circle at the temple here?
There is no temple here.
Okay, never mind.
This is a very small hamlet. The hamlet essentially has some houses.
I'm aware
an
of what a
iron
hamlet
mine.
is. I didn't get a feel for the size of the place.
Oh well, no. I was just explaining that it just has an iron mine and an inn. That's about it.
Yep.
So, with that in mind, anybody else? Anything at all?
Nope. Let's get
Nope.
out of here.
I'm all good to go.
All right, so you guys get yourself back
Good
on
go.
the road, and you guys begin to make your way to the town of Junewood. So you know that was where the elf said that you needed to go first. So you begin your travel through the forests, just basically a convoy of caravans. Wow. Okay. As you guys are moving through the woods, you guys don't end up getting accosted. Nothing has happened. It's been a very, very nice ride. and you make it to Junewood in extra time. So, whereas normally it would have taken a little bit longer, you make it there 2 hours ahead of schedule, and it is just getting to be about 1 o'clock p.m. by the time that you roll into this larger, more bustling town. You've reached a main road by this point, and there's actually more foot traffic going through here. This is not just some backwoods hamlet. You guys notice that stretching as far out as this main road goes, you can definitely see that it splits at the end of town into two distinct roads. So as you guys are making your way into the center of town, you essentially are going to have to make a decision here. And you're also in a bigger town if you guys need to pick up anything.
I don't have anything in particular. I've got plenty of trail rations, got plenty of supplies. I'm all good to go.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Ditto.
Like I told you earlier, I spent half that gold you gave me. I'm set.
So then now is the time. So as you guys recall, the elf said that there are technically two roads that enter to Balbaat. You can either go through the northern road or the southern road. So you guys are going to have to decide which way you guys want to go.
I say that I have no preference, but the North Road sounds more interesting, at least.
Oh yes. So if you don't, do you guys need a refresher on the choices, or are you guys good?
Wasn't the southern road
the north side was
safer? The north
South
side.
was safe. North is exciting.
Yes, that is essentially how it is. The southern road is the
Didn't they say
version.
also that the south side has a bandit problem?
No, that
The
was
north
the
side has the bandit problem.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I say we go north just to beat up some bandits on the way.
We can.
Yeah. Good.
So if you are you guys in
go,
agreement?
gamers.
All right.
Sure, I'll follow the
I
group.
think so.
All right. So making the decision, you guys pass up the town of Junewood and begin making your way towards the northern road. And from here, you exit the town and begin making your way, I say that again, down the road. It takes another hour or so before you actually come up on what appears to be the border. You can tell from a distance that you can see the little border house, and you can see that there are some guards posted. What's definitely jarring and alarming is that the guards posted here, unlike the one at the border for Valenheim, they are the medieval version of strapped. They are dressed in full plate. They have gigantic spears, and they are generally intimidating. There's about 3 of them that you can see, 2 that are standing on the actual road, and one of them seems to be inside the border house, essentially.
We walk
am
up
back.
to it. I assume we're still all in the wagons. We're gonna go ahead and drive up to them then.
Yes, so if you guys are good, then you guys are just going to move up to the border in your wagons.
Wait, did we make it all the way to the Balbaat border already?
Yes, it was. It's a fairly easy drive. It was about an hour to get to the border from Junewood.
For a moment, no bandits.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
So you guys are just good. Okay, so you guys make your way up to the border house, and as soon as you guys get close, the 2 on the side of the road move into the road, and one holds his hand out to the front driving cart. Halt! Come and
who's in the front?
I would assume it's still you.
Okay.
So the guard
I-
moves on up to you, and he says, "All right, what's your business going on this road?"
We're on guild business.
Guild business, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Is that so? All right, let me see your missive.
Yes. I hold out the crest.
Are you?
Oh
Are you?
god, my dog's thrown up. Sigurd, oh no.
Oh,
Outside,
God.
outside, come on.
Well, I guess we're on pause really quick here. Something is up with Cameron's dog because he's been throwing up a lot lately. I'm worried about it.
Maybe he ate something bad.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Sigurd, no, come here, Sigurd, no, come. Running on. Sigurd, come.
Oh, are we rolling dice?
I'm just getting my bad rolls out of the way.
It's good play. It's good play.
So I got 11 and 7, so starting off good for the bad rolls.
I hear somebody else's pupper.
Yeah, she is just barking at deer.
Quite attentive of her.
I'm going to negotiate on behalf of Sebastian. I'm technically just their traveling companion, but I wanted to see how these would be doing in the new country.
Give me. I would say that you could do that, but wait till Cameron gets back because he was directly
All right.
conversing with him, and this is going to be because he's trying to respond directly to what he said.
Fair enough.
Okay, bud.
Oh.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay. All right. So, just to get back on track here. So after you said that you were going on guild business and you hold up your crest, he says, "Are you messing with me? I want to see your missive."
Unfortunately, I'm not messing with you. They never gave us a missive. They said that we were already taken care of at the border.
That does not
We were
fly.
specifically instructed to come to this gate.
Oh yeah?
Hmm.
Really? You were instructed to come to this gate, and you have this large convoy, and you don't have a missive for your guild? Really?
They said we'd be provided one here. Like literally our meeting place for a person here.
Do you think that I'm slow, sir?
No. I'm not saying we're going through. I'm saying we're supposed to be waiting here.
Just try and make a persuasion check, bro.
That's not how this works, Parker.
Okay.
So what you're telling me is you're going to wait here at our border until somebody shows up with your missive?
Yep. We were instructed to do so.
Well then please, go on and pull your carts aside and wait. But you aren't getting through here without a missive.
Alright. I signal to pull the carts aside.
So you guys pull the carts aside.
Sure.
Well, we can't cause an issue. We weren't given a missive, which is annoying. Seems like they fucking knew this would happen.
Well, what's the plan then, friend?
We could always make a scene.
Hmm.
What does a missive look like? I am assuming it's just a written document.
It would be a written document, but then again, you've never seen the kind of missive that they're looking for. A missive is essentially a declaration of. It could be any number of things. It could be a request for something, a declaration of something between people.
What exactly What exactly does the border crossing look like? Is there like a wall around it, or is it literally like just one little border house?
So the border house is here, and there are just the guards. There is the road, but you can assume that while you don't see it thanks to the trees, there are probably people stationed along the border looking for people trying to cross illegally.
I gather together everyone and tell them, "Here's the plan. We wait till nighttime, and whenever clouds happen to cover up the moon or there's a significant lack of light, I'll cast darkness on any guards nearby, and we can sneak past them quietly without them realizing that it's magical darkness."
I could make a fake missive and just charm a guard to say it's legit.
Yes, but after your spell wears off, they'd realize what happened.
Or I could be an
Well,
irate merchant
Hmm.
trying to get to a job.
But they've already seen us.
I do have paperwork saying I am a merchant.
But trying to give them another reason would be suspicious, don't you think?
Not if I hired you and you were supposed to have the paperwork.
Hmm. That's an option. I think we'd have to leave and then come back under some kind of disguise for that to work, though.
Or we could just leave and then come back and say we got our missive.
That too, but we couldn't do it too quickly, and we should probably get there sooner rather than later.
Well, I mean, we probably shouldn't do anything that could potentially make them go, "Oh, well." So, like, the darkness idea is a good idea, but then they'll eventually figure out that there's a. Come on, brain, I can do this.
It'd be hard to move a
Fucking God.
caravan through darkness.
True, and not
A
only
good
that
point.
though, once the darkness is gone and they see that we're no longer there and we just disappeared, then they'll know we snuck past, or they'll think we snuck past. Especially if we're seen in Balbaat after that, then they'll know we illegally crossed the border.
But the same goes for if you tried to charm one of them.
Well, from one guard's perspective, it would be, I don't know, it would be different. But if I think the best plan is to go back and then get a missive saying, like, with the paperwork from the merchant saying he's a merchant and we're his guards, and that was what we were hired from the guilds to do, is be caravan guards.
Very well.
Yes, but the quickest way to do that would be to send a few people on horseback, not the whole group. So we could talk to the guards, say we are going to find the person carrying the missive, send a small party out to get a missive on horseback while the rest of us guard the carts.
Hello,
Because you can
Silver
move
Dragon
much
Show. Welcome
quicker
to the
without-
stream.
You can move much quicker without a cart attached.
This is true.
What kind of location would you need to go to in order to get such a?
Kuhn's gonna quickly, before we go on further, I got a quick thing. Kuhn's gonna look at Jin real quick. Should I do the thing? Would there be a time to do it?
Huh?
I'm asking Jin.
Yes. This is rather annoying, but we should at least let the rest of our party have some idea of the plan.
Well, I could probably. So, you want me to do it for them?
If that is what you want to do.
I mean, I'm not comfortable, but if you trust them, I can definitely do it.
Okay.
Elaborate.
I can probably be the. I can probably we can definitely have a whole nother person. We can definitely. I have a ability that lets
He's
me.
really good at changing how he looks.
Yes.
I see.
And
I look to
If we were to
Ocularis
go-
nervously.
I just kind of smile and go, so you have that trick too.
yeah, sure.
Yes.
And I
Let's
lean
call
in
it
and go,
that.
I have 3 forms. How many do you have?
Enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Enough. Yeah, no. And then in his brain, he just says infinite.
Infinite.
No, in my brain, I thought that.
Oh.
I said enough in person. So
Well,
if
then.
you need someone to disguise as someone else, I can definitely pull it off.
But who would we disguise as in order to get past them?
What about our elf friend?
You mean me?
Yeah,
I
Ocular's
forgot
already.
forgot he's on in the form of that guy. Oh my
I forgot that he's
god.
still in the form of that guy.
Well, I want to be able to become an elf like he can, but I could definitely look like one a little bit, I guess.
Hmm.
Oh, I'd be very tall elf. Hmm.
Well, either way, we got to get past this border because it was really annoying that the guy didn't give us a way past the border.
He
Well,
strictly
he
said
also
to
sent
you.
us to the other border.
He strictly also said to you that he was not going to help you over the border. And you also had plenty of time to ask questions, which you guys did not. You asked a couple of questions. You asked a couple of questions, but then you all got dinner and drank.
I honestly think the best course of action would be to have some people pretend to go and find the guy and then come back with paperwork.
Yes, but we need someone who is skilled at forging documents or making documents, so probably me.
That has seen this
But
particular
we'd also
document.
need someone who would know what a missive looks like, and I have no clue.
What's
But
all of
you're-
your guys? How good are you guys at scribing things? Like calligraphy.
That's like my main skill set.
Do you know what the teleportation circle looks like at the main city?
Not
What?
right off. I don't use teleportation circles very often.
It would have just been in a very obvious place in like the temple if you've ever been there.
I don't use them.
This is assuming that there is a
Right.
teleportation circle in the city temples, either way.
Or
Well,
he's
according to
been to the
teleportation
proper
circle,
city.
it's common for all major cities to have one.
I don't know why you assume that means that my major cities will have one.
Well, if not, it's
First off.
literally useless. So
Not
teleportation circle it's a spell that will like.
I know
basically
what it
open it.
is. I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what it is.
There would be uses, but it would be more long term. Like if we set one up in the back of a cart, and if we had one, say, back at our goblin town, you could teleport between them freely. Or
You would also
most.
have to have first off. You would also have to have access to the means to create one.
I do.
Beyond just if you have that, great. But you would also have to have a second one.
I have the ability to turn invisible as well.
That's
Well,
also
that's great for you. I'm sure that you could probably get by, but how about the rest of us in these carts?
Well, I'm just saying if we're going with the teleportation idea, that with that idea in mind, that could work that way. If we need to do a teleportation, but I would have to know how to do one in the first place.
Well, how's your character's calligraphy skills then?
Probably not the best, but I could definitely. Like I said, if you give me a picture drawing of it, and I can probably try to do it.
I'll scribe him an example, but it has to be very exact for it to be able to work. The main thing about the circles is that in order for me to learn it, I have to like see it almost an exact replica.
Well, I'm just giving out ideas about what I can do to help out.
I think the only one that could do an exact replica would be Ocularis.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm figuring.
The only
Can Ocularis only change his appearance to look like somebody, or can he also change like his clothes to look like armor?
I can do whatever is needed.
So
if I need, I can make us all look like this elf dude in full armor, carrying magical pickaxes across this border.
So
I'm just imagining that visually now. Just you guys go away, and then all of you just show up as the same elf with pickaxes, like it's that fucking video of all the bikers in the bar, like the cheeseburgers video.
Which one of us is the culprit?
Cheeseburgers.
So
They can't catch all of us.
They can't catch all of
I
us.
actually
Yeah.
So the good thing is about the armor that they have, it is humanoid. I could just copy the armor itself, and that could tend to be one.
Well,
Well, the
if
way that
we
I'm
wanna-
seeing it is we have like a couple options. Either we leave to go and try and get the missive, we try and get somebody to just sneak somewhere else where we could get who could actually copy the teleportation circle, or we just fight our way through and hope that we kill them all so they can't report to anybody. But that kind of wouldn't work with our current team comp based on their
Well,
alignment.
I can also give someone invisibility as well. So I could just legitimately give our corrallers invisibility if he can create the
I can
teleportation.
also go invisible.
Yeah, but then we'd
Oh.
have to leave the carts behind.
Well, then why did you bring up teleportation in the first place?
Well, I can only teleport to places that I've been before that have a teleportation circle, or that at least I know the teleportation circle of.
Well, I wouldn't know any teleportation circle of the places we're going anyways. I've never been there.
None of us have been to Balbaat before.
As you can tell by our struggle at the border.
Mm-hmm.
I could always just make a ruckus and
And look,
you
we
guys
don't
could
want
run
to.
for it.
We don't want to kill the guards, because if we kill the
I
guards,
was-
I have already shown them a guild crest from Valheim. If we kill the guards, that would literally do the opposite of what we're attempting
Yeah.
to do.
But Cameron, I turn into a bullet, charge at the caravan. You guys run across like you're running from the monster. I dig down, turn back normal, dimension door my way out.
I'm wondering where you're going with this,
You
Silver
guys
Dragon.
crossed running from a
I'm
monster
wondering.
attack. And just didn't happen to come back to the border. And in all the chaos, they'd have to figure whether you
Yes,
went
that
across
is
the
kind of
border or back.
interesting then.
Wait, couldn't one of you just turn into like what one of the guards or a guard and
I could
I
turn
could
us all into
pretend to wave us through?
or
I could.
yeah, we could turn into one of the guards, but then you have to chance they don't recognize one of us disappearing, and
Well,
they don't recognize this random guard who just walked up and oh yeah, you're good, and want to double check his work.
Well, here's what we could do. One of us could like say, I don't know, do some acting and say, screw this job, I'm out of here, and then leave. Like Ocularis could do that, or Doug's character. I'm sorry, I don't remember. How do you pronounce your character's name?
Couldn't.
Kunt. Okay. You could do something like that. Go away, right? And like go out of sight. And then we'll continue waiting and then have somebody turn into a guard, sneak around, and then stand at the border. And then Dusty's character holds up the fucking his paperwork and says, "Here's the missive." And then the person acting as the guard goes, "Okay, you're good to go." And then we go.
Yeah. We could
Yeah, but
do
there's
that.
like only 3 of them there. They're gonna suspect if a 4th one shows up.
I mean,
We
I'm
could
not.
just. I say we either go around, we go back, and then come back with like a fake missive or whatever,
Well, if we
or
do,
a real one if we want, or we like try and sneak our way through somehow. But it's gonna be hard with the caravans. Or we could like literally just go back to your goblin town, leave the caravans there, and then just sneak past. Do we need the caravans
Well,
for something?
that's a long ways back.
That if we went back to the Goblin Town, that means we would have to go all the way back to Fiorain, which means we'd have to go all the way back through the country we're in, go through Valenheim, go back to Fiorain, through the border at Thrugak, and then put the caravan back at our town, and then take double the amount of time to walk the distance we need to walk.
Well, we either gotta we either gotta like sneak through or we gotta fight. That's pretty much our
Well,
options
if
because
we
we don't have a
kill-
missive and we don't have a way of getting one.
If we can kill one of the guards, just one, I can become
But-
that particular guard with all his knowledge.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's murder, and I don't know if I'm comfortable with murder.
I'm just gonna well, I mean, you don't have to kill him.
Yeah,
like
we don't
you
have to kill them.
you psychopaths.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait. Can't you
if we
wait, Harley? Can you manipulate his memories with one of your crystal hearts?
No, I don't think I have a mind
can-
manipulation.
That
No,
it's still
yeah,
a good
that's
thought though, Silver
I
Dragon.
can
Not a
detect
bad thought.
living things. I can just go, there's
Oh,
something
well,
moving over there, there's
we
something
could just-
living over there.
We could just do a plant. We knock one of them out, right, and then we put them somewhere, and we just put alcohol bottles or something. That that apple juice bottle that you were given. We could pour the apple juice out, plant the bottle on the unconscious body, and then have somebody disguise themselves as that person and wave us through. So that things they just think the guy drunk himself stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but won't they figure out once the guy tells them that we like knocked him out?
Well, if he can't remember what happened.
Well, if you just pass out from an invisible object.
You
That's
know,
Or
I-
a giant scary monster knocks you out, either way.
you know,
Bro, giant scary monsters don't just knock you out; they tend to kill you.
So he
I-
was lucky.
I could draw from his memories what the piece of paper looks like that we need, and then we could just forge it.
Let's do that. That
Well,
actually sounds like
Yeah,
a good
let's do
plan.
that. Let's
Why
just
didn't
do
you bring
that.
this up earlier?
Well, because I was looking for my spells. And I'm trying to think, and then I realized, wait, encoded thoughts and detect thoughts. Oh,
There
you know,
we
we're just gonna we'll just take his memories for force. Okay, but we're gonna have to. So one of us is gonna have to. I'm gonna need one of you. We're gonna have to walk up to him and ask him some random question. Doesn't matter what it is. Just something that can get us close to one of them. Yeah, you mean
Go play the irate.
Have any of us
Or-
not
Yeah.
been seen by him yet, or have all of us been seen like sitting at the front of the caravans? Because if one of us wasn't there, we could have that person show up by themselves and ask to go across, and they'll be like considered a separate entity, not associated with the party.
you know what? I'm just gonna.
So that's
gonna-
actually a question for you, Dom. Have any of us not been seen by the guards yet, or have all of us been basically seen at this point?
Since you guys had to pull the carts by, they've essentially seen all of you. I wouldn't say that there's anybody who's been relatively hidden from them.
What about the gnome that looks like a child if you're not paying close attention?
I
I think we should just go through with the idea of taking his memory, and then we'll just say we can't wait any longer. We're on a time schedule, and then just have somebody go back and find the person we're looking for, and then come back with a forged missive.
Sure, let's do that.
okay.
I just got one. I got one requirement though. I need a copper.
You need what?
You need
A copper.
okay.
Oh,
here,
is that
copper
part
piece,
of
boom.
the cost
And
of
it's
it?
a material component.
Yeah.
He certainly can't
Yeah,
spare
Do
his
a copper
own.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably just got gold
Okay.
on him.
Yeah, I just got gold, man. I could blast him with Dr. missiles, but we don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna take this copper and
Okay.
and get his thoughts.
So I'm going
Okay.
to go talk to this guard, and you're going to steal his thoughts.
Yeah, and
Yoink.
you just I'll try to be as stealthy as I can with casting the spell.
Okay. So I rifle around in my
Uh,
bag
and
for
oh,
a
yeah.
minute and pull out my letter of introduction and go stomping up to the guard. Or
And
you know,
and also, Jin, real quick. Also, gotta make it a minute. 1 minute.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all I need. Just 1 minute.
Okay.
While they're talking and stuff, I'm gonna say to Sebastian, we should like stage like a sparring duel to distract him a little bit, so he won't notice the spell being cast on him.
Well, okay. We can do that. What if I
Plus,
just
it'd be a
have the
good-
dog do some tricks or something?
Yeah, but that seems too random.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. Let's do a little bit of a sparring match.
Plus, it'd be a
Okay.
good chance to get acquainted with each other's abilities.
Fists?
Bro, I'm literally a gnome wizard.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Not
Sebastian, you could punt him like a football. Like, you
Well,
could
that-
rocket his...
Oh, that's a new... Oh my god, that's a new thing, combo move we could do. I could just punt you like a football into the enemy and you could cast, like, fucking
Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
Airstrike! Oh my
Position.
god!
From the guard's
The
position,
gnome
you're sitting there and
bombardment
the
strategy!
dragon punts a gnome over your head. You're like, "Oh, that'd be a solid minute of confusion. Of
Okay, I'm going to start legitimately discussing this plan with you. And like, we could practice a new combo move where I could punt you and then you cast fireball from the air. It's not
Oh,
a bad
and
idea.
even better. I can cast Feather Falling on myself so I stay in the air for longer.
Yes! Oh my god!
Well,
This is oh
we're,
god.
We're gonna try this. You want to
I
try
have
this
a-
right now?
Let's do it.
What,
Is there like
a
any
rock?
trees or good targets nearby?
Yes,
I
there
actually
are
I want
trees.
to burn the forest down. Is there like
God.
a rock?
Okay,
Or
there
anything that
reasonably
is
there is
not
a big
flammable.
rock. Reasonably there is a
Okay.
big rock.
Big rock is our target. I don't want to burn the
Yo.
forest down.
I'll
I
just
have
use
a
lightning
plus-
strikes instead so I don't blow everything up.
I have a plus
Fantastic
11
idea.
itself and Sled Hand Man. I could just sneakily
Alright.
do this. But you
I
gotta
like
do
how
this
we
what's
go
good.
from not fighting the guards to causing a massive explosion outside of the gate because
Essentially,
it's going to be fun.
we're all fucking. It's gonna be like a bunch of fucking around. And yes, getting kicked will hurt. He's gonna take bludgeoning damage to do this combo
Just
move.
throw me, bro. I'm like a
Oh,
tiny
right.
child.
right. I'll throw you like a football.
Oh my god.
We don't
Look,
have
no,
to be
no,
this hot.
I'll eat you like a shot put. Just fucking grab. All right, and I'll lift you up. Are you ready?
I cast freaking Feather Falling on myself. Let's do it.
So while this is starting, Kunj, you make your way, or Jin makes his way up to the guard to begin talking to him about his letter of introduction. Kunj, you begin to start casting detect thoughts so that you can start reading his mind. And essentially, so the order of events goes something like this. So you hear loudly, let's try, dude, I got this crazy combo idea. And there's some talking, and then the Dragonborn picks up the gnome, which the guards definitely notice. The merchant huffily walks up to the front of the guard and is like, I have a letter of introduction here, yada yada. And the guard's like, so there's half distraction going on. Kunj, you start to hear the thoughts of the target, and like there's this big mishmash of thoughts about the missive and this letter of introduction and how this merchant is pretty pompous for being here with a bunch of idiots. There's also this strange elf that's writing in a book, and now the gnome is being thrown like a football. There's a lot of stuff going in, but you manage to...
Yeah.
You manage
Go
to
ahead.
get out the image. You get a quick flash of the image of what the missive looks like. And so you've managed to get that. Meanwhile, it is at this moment, as soon as you get this, that the gnome just goes into the air. Just
Should I roll strength or anything to see how far he goes?
yeah, go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Oh,
So
is this
wow.
an athletics
What?
check? I'm proficient in that.
We'll make it an athletics check, because why not?
I get a +9 to that. All right, let's go.
Kill
Plus
the wizard
9.
before we get to use them.
So I have a. So now I have
That's a 26.
Oh, God.
Just give me the
26.
same effectiveness of like a javelin, since I'm also small and don't weigh very much.
Listen,
26.
God.
26.
You go sailing. Chamberlain
start-
goes sailing.
I cast a firebolt first to make sure that I'll be accurate enough.
You're gonna. Okay, so you're aiming for the rock?
Yeah, I'm aiming for the rock.
You're flying through the air. I'm gonna give you disadvantage on the attack roll, but go ahead and
Okay.
roll.
So
Oh, that's pretty bad. Savage.
Uh-oh.
I rolled
Did you
a
just say
grand total of 11.
So you hurl your firebolt, and it is not even remotely on target, but you know that you can cast it while you're being thrown. So you go sailing probably 40, 50 feet before you hit the ground again, and you take
0 damage because I have feather falling.
You're right, you have feather falling. I forgot about that. So you take 0 damage as you hit the ground.
For only
Right.
40 feet while I have feather falling.
Well, with
and I weigh
feather
less than a
falling,
football?
like I said, I forgot that you had feather falling, so we're gonna double that distance to 80 feet.
Oh my god, we could literally
So-
turn you into an AC-130. Great.
So anyway, Kunj, go ahead.
Call me Chamberman Hellfire Missile.
So, oh God. So whenever I pull out, so when I grab his memory, it's essentially now a ribbon or a string
Yes.
of red. It's a red glowing, fiery like string with diamond textures coming off of it. And I
Wait, so you're
put my
using
pocket-
okay, so wait, hang on. You're using encode memory to take his memory?
Well, I'm using a mixture of encode thoughts and detect thoughts. So detect thoughts would allow me to look into his mind, and then
Okay.
encoded thoughts would allow me to turn that into a string. So that way I
Yes.
can look at it more. So that way I can keep trying to tell Archaeologists more details as much as I can. So that way we can get this correct.
Got it.
That requires like a wisdom save, right?
No,
No.
the surface level of detect thoughts does not. If he wanted to like learn about the guard's secret love and or gay relationship with the guard from the next border, then yeah, he'd have to make a wisdom save. But for now, it's just the surface thoughts about what's nearby, which includes the missive.
I feel
Okay.
we
Yeah.
need to know about this relationship too. Just
So I'm gonna pocket the string real quick before anyone has to see the glow, and
Okay.
just put it in there, and then just kind of just start going to the side of Jin and just nodding with him about whatever he's telling the guard.
Yeah, so
At
he's
this point, I'm shoving my papers in his face, sitting there yelling at him about why do I need a damn missive? I am a very important merchant.
I'm also gonna probably tap him the signal that I'm good.
the guard at this point is like, listen, dude, listen. All right, you've got your papers are in order. It's just this blue joker that needs to get his shit in line. If you're not a part of this,
I'm
you
just
go on
screaming at
through.
the top of my lungs in the background, just.
I will agree with the guard. He is a joker.
Look at that gnome fly!
If you want to go through, get your cart and go through. I'm not going to stop you. You've got all your papers in order.
I turn around and stomp off.
Oh,
and
Christ.
I follow him.
These people see the stranger
Maybe if
ones
you
every
fly
day.
far enough, you'll get our missive.
So everybody kind of disperses and gets back together over the course of the next couple of minutes, and well, you have your encoded thought.
How did
Yep.
it feel to be king of the sky? Just look at them. Look at.
Well, if I had aimed a little bit better, I could have fried one of the birds underneath me.
Hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
God.
Archaeologist, you and I are gonna be busy for the next few hours, I guess.
We need to name. I talked to Sebastian. We need to name this strategy.
Oh my God. Tiny
Operation
howitzer.
Cannonball.
Operation Cannonball. I like that one. Because we can't call it Operation AC-130 because those don't exist. Operation Cannonball. I think that's perfect.
Sebastian, as you're talking to Jammerman about this, you catch sight of Boga in like the cart. He looks very sad.
I'm sorry, Boga.
He looks like he feels left out. He's very sad that he's not the one being chucked like a sack of potatoes.
Well, I can throw him. Oh, I could throw him.
Oh God.
God.
So you guys are going to spend a couple of hours trying to forge a document, right?
Yeah, me describing the best of my abilities to him, what it looks
Okay.
like, and unless he has encoded thoughts as well. If anyone else has it, they can see it as well, but only I can see the encoded thought, or whoever has it.
I don't have any memory manipulation, but I can sure forge a document for you.
Okay, well then I guess we're gonna sit here for about a good few hours, me telling you every grimy little detail of this document.
So it does take a good while. You guys end up having to do it for 3 hours. So at that time, what we'll essentially do, since you guys were mentioning it, is the two of you can walk off to go get it, like to go get the missive, and you guys head off.
I have an even better idea.
Oh
They
yeah.
can hand me the missive, and I say, okay, fine, I'll go and get it myself. I'll open a dimensional door to, like, behind a rock that they can't see, and the dimensional door on my way back to be like, yeah, I just got it. I teleported back there. The guards probably have no idea that I didn't actually teleport all the way back to a city, and will be none the wiser.
Hey, great
There you go.
idea.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's good.
Boom. Perfect.
Fan freaking tastic. So you guys go ahead and do that. You guys spend around 3 hours getting all of that prepared, and so as soon as it's ready, you do that. You begin saying that so that the guards can hear, and you dimension door away, and then you come back. And you've got it in hand. So essentially, what you've made is you've made a document that looks incredibly similar. And thanks to knowing that you do have the Drakefall Guild crest, you have not only put that in like it was from Drakefall, but you also have the wax seal, essentially. Or excuse me, not wax seal, the stamp. God, I've got the letter on the brain. So you've got that all forged, and you guys are ready. And yes, if we had a Kenku, it would be. I mean, you could just use the Kenku to annoy the guards into letting you pass.
Well, you know, if we want a Kenku, we could have a Kenku.
Oh.
But we've already accomplished this. Let's go, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. We already got this covered.
Don't need to swap plans mid.
So who's
I already threw the gnome. I don't want to do it again. Or maybe I do want to do it again.
No, continue on the plan A. Plan A. That'll be plan B in case things go south for whatever reason.
So who's taking the missive up to the guards?
I'll go ahead and do it since I technically came back with it.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
So the guards notice you approaching. Ah, all right. I saw you vanish away just a second ago. What did you find? Do you have it?
Indeed, I do. And I hand him the missive.
He takes the missive and he starts to read it. And you can tell that this isn't how he normally does this. You can tell that he's frustrated, and so he's definitely reading it very closely. But after a few minutes, he rolls the missive up and he hands it back to you and he says, "All right. Surprisingly, it looks like you're in order. Next time, don't forget it. Go on through."
Yes.
And the guards step aside.
Nice.
Oh my god. Okay, we're past that now.
So
I use a mage hand to high five Sebastian from the distance.
Hell yeah.
So you guys make your way back into the carts and gather yourselves up and begin to head down the road once again. And so it is here, as you guys are traveling down this road, that you start to notice the environment beginning to change. You notice that the air itself, as you're kind of heading downhill, it's starting to get drier and drier. The grass is getting more sparse, the trees too. The rocky landscapes begins to give way to a more arid area. And while there's less and less grass, there's still some dry patches. And you begin to crest this ridge, and you can see now, just out ahead, this gigantic horizon suddenly coated in dry tan sand. It looks like you guys will be heading into a desert environment. Give me just a second to change this up here. Okay, so that should be visible on stream. And you guys begin to make your way in to the country. Having passed the border a while ago, you suddenly find yourself in this craggy, dry area a couple of hours ahead of time. Going further and further, you actually do spot what looks to be a town. So after your whole debacle with the border, it is taking you around 4 additional hours to get here, which is a long, long trip. And so, as you guys are approaching this town, you begin to notice a couple of things. First off, this road, you haven't hardly passed anybody. You did get passed by a singular rider on a horse, somebody who looks like he was dressed to go into combat, essentially. Other than that, you've maybe passed a few more guard-looking people, kind of like the border guards, bearing similar armor and similar colors, but no standard civilians that you've seen traveling this area. Not a merchant, not just travelers. It's just been really, really tough-looking people. So the elf was definitely right. As you get to this actual town, as it's starting to get to be about 8 o'clock in the evening, you're noticing that this place too is definitely rough around the edges. This isn't like the last 2 towns you've been in. This is a pretty seedy looking place. And so as you roll into the center of town and you can see clearly where the inn for the town is, kind of a little bit run down, and with all of these tougher looking characters wandering about, you get the sense that you're, well, for lack of a better terms, not in Beyond anymore. Things definitely look rough.
Probably hot too.
Yeah, it's getting later in the evening though, so it's pretty cool as of right now.
All right, that northern path was. Wait, or did we pass the whole path, like the whole northern thing, to get to where we needed to go?
You can assume that you're still on the path, because as the elf described, you could travel to the central city of Balbaat either through the northern road or the south road. So you assume that the road he means is going straight from where you were in Junewood to the center city of Balbaat.
Okay.
So it's getting pretty late in the evening, and as you guys are making your way towards the edge of town, just to kind of see what's going on, you can see the road curves into this kind of like Badlands area in between these crags, and you're not entirely certain, but you feel like this could be a very long journey ahead of you still.
Probably going to need to buy water.
This is
going to be like a desert-like place.
Yeah, this is by no means like Fiorain, where things are pretty close together and it takes less than a day to get to places. You're in a very, very large country, like Valenheim, so things take a lot longer to travel than you're used to.
Okay. I say we try to buy some water for the journey. Maybe a barrel or 2 to haul in the carts.
Yeah, I agree. As Kunton takes a sip out of their water skin.
All right. I'll go try to find some water barrels to purchase.
So yeah, you would basically want to check with the inn to see if they have any water
Oh.
available for purchase. The only other place is it looks like there's a general store in this small town.
Well, if they're going, well, I mean, I guess I'll check the general store first and ask them.
Okay, you can definitely head on over to the general store.
I invite for Boga to join me as I head over there.
Okay. Boga heads on over to join you at the general store. And as you guys approach, it looks like other buildings in this town. It's a little bit run down. You can see the painted sign. It just says, the Knickknacks, which is very clever. But it doesn't look like it's closed or anything. You head right on inside. There are a few patrons to it, of course, but not that many, and they mostly are keeping to themselves as you guys enter.
All right. Is the counter void?
No, there is somebody behind the counter. It looks to be
No,
a young...
I don't mean behind it. I mean, like, is there anybody buying anything at the counter?
Oh, yeah, nobody is at the counter buying something at this very moment.
Okay, then I'm going to head over there. Apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What's the person?
No, it's okay. There's just a younger woman sitting behind the counter.
Greetings, ma'am. I better be careful because I'm afraid of women, apparently. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have any water barrels I can procure for a long journey?
You're making the journey over through the Badlands off towards the center of the country?
Yep.
Yeah, we've got water barrels for purchase. You're going to want to get quite a few of them. It's a long haul. How much are we looking for? Well,
how much do you think?
If you're looking to just get there, you're probably going to want at least per person, about a half a barrel per person, probably, if you're going to make the whole trip.
Okay, so I have 5 in my group.
6. 6 with
6.
Boga.
I have 6. Oh, with Boga. Sorry, brain fart.
You'll also want to probably
6.
factor in the fact that your dog's going to need to drink too.
I'll be back in just a second here.
Horses.
You know
Thank
what?
you, Parker.
I'll procure 14 barrels.
14 barrels. Oh, that's quite a lot. Let me
Got a
check
large group of people with us.
Let me check and make sure that I have the stock for 14. And she swings back behind and she comes back after a bit. Yeah, I got enough for that. I'm going to have to put it in an extra shipment. Oh, that's going to take a
apologize
while
for any
here.
inconvenience that causes.
No, it's not you that's causing the inconvenience. It's all these damn vagabonds. And not even the ones in town. At the very least, those people are just passing through.
Vagabonds?
Yes, all these bandits and these thieves that are making their home in these hills, completely untouched by the central government of this country. It's a fucking, excuse my language, it's a fucking terrible thing for us. You know that the road to the south
take
is.
Care of them. Do you know where they are?
Wait, you're serious?
I'm dead serious. Where are they? We can take care of them for you.
Well, I mean, they're all over the place in the Badlands, but I mean, we do know where there's one place where a regiment has been sacked up, essentially. If you want to take care of it. So
I won't even ask for payment. Just tell me where it is, and we'll take them down.
Oh. Well, okay. It's just to the northeast of here. You would actually be able to see it while you're traveling on the road. There's this large sandstone keep that was left over here from some civilization years ago, and honestly, we would do something with it ourselves, or maybe somebody would get up there, but for the longest time, one of the bandit groups has had a station there, and honestly, we can't get the central government to send us anyone to clear it out.
Well, we'll clear it out. Easy peasy.
Well, if you would do that, I'm sure we'd all be incredibly grateful. Let me go ahead and get you rung up for those water barrels, and we can get that done.
Okay. Well, do you happen maybe if we're going to be taking a detour, perhaps a couple of extra barrels may be good, unless you don't have any more.
I really would sell you more, but you got plenty as is. I mean, I don't know how large of a group you have, but with half a barrel per person, you would have enough to make it back to the main city and back here, probably.
Well, we have 6 people plus a dog.
So let's see if we're going for a full barrel.
And horses. And horses. We have horses too.
Oh, that's right. I'll tell you what. I'll let you buy one more barrel, but I really need to save a little bit for other people who will be coming by. I'm sorry.
I totally understand.
So I'll sell you 15 barrels, and usually I do them for about 2 gold apiece since they're so big and they need to carry. I'll give them to you a little bit cheaper. So how does?
Hey, Dom.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me how much. Tell me.
How does 25 gold pieces sound for the 15?
25 gold pieces for the 15.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Since you're willing to help us out, I'll give you 5 gold off the whole set.
No, I couldn't.
No, really. Please, especially if you're not asking for rewards. I don't understand that, so at the very least, let me show you some kindness in return, especially if you won't be coming back this way once you take care of them.
Let's
I
compromise.
appreciate
27.
your comments. You're not here. Go away, voice in my
Get
head.
out of my head! Get out of my head!
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head! The gnome is in my head!
Oh,
I used a
start
message
panicking.
skill.
I just start fucking panicking like there's voices in my head.
it like just suddenly drops to his knees and
God.
screams.
Oh my god. But
So she gets you set up with the barrels. And so she basically leaves them out back for you to grab, because it's a lot of barrels. She has some of her employees work it. Will there be anything else?
maybe do you have a couple bales of hay that we could take for the horses?
I think I have some. Yeah, you would be better off to ask the actual stable though.
That's true. That's true. What else could we need? Maybe some extra bits of rope. You have some other extra sets of hemp and rope I could buy?
Yes, I've got plenty of those. I mean, it wouldn't be a general store without rope, as I've been told.
That's true.
Had somebody come in once, and was very angry that I didn't have rope one day.
Oh, you would expect one to have some rope, right?
Well, you would expect somebody to have some rope unless they, have all of their rope get bought out on that day, which just so happened to be the case.
Very true.
Anyway,
By the way, may I ask your name?
my name? I'm just Susan. As you can tell, you can probably tell that I'm not really from around here. Only opened this up. Well, anyway, that'll be 1 gold piece for the piece of hemp and rope. How much are you looking for?
Do you mind if I buy 6 extra things of hemp and rope?
Jeez, you are really. Yeah, that'll be 6 gold.
Got it. There you go.
And she directs you over to like the shelf where there's all the rope. And there's a lot of rope hanging off of like these little pegs, so you could easily grab 6 coils of 50.
All right, thank you. I think that'd be it.
Well, all right. Be safe and don't get yourself killed trying to kill one of probably 1 billion bandits on our behalf.
1 billion, you say?
Oh, it's an exaggeration. There's probably less than 1 billion, but certainly feels like there's that many.
Well, then it'll be an even fight.
You sound like everybody who comes through here. And again, not a lot of them come back. So, just be careful.
I'll be honest, Susan, I've seen my fair share of monstrosities and horrors throughout my life. A few bandits are, well, not much for me.
Just don't underestimate them. Like I said, they're not just some bandits. They're large groups, organized. We wouldn't be having such a problem with them otherwise, considering how kind of people come through here.
I totally understand. Thank you for the concern.
All right. Well, if you need anything else, feel free to stop by.
I will, Susan. And forgive me. My name is Sebastian, and this is my friend Boga here. Thank you so much again.
A pleasure to meet you both. You guys enjoy the 2-day trip to the city, and again, just be safe.
We will.
All right.
And I leave.
All right, so you head out, and we'll say that you guys gather up all of the water barrels and get them loaded up onto the cart. So by the time that you're all done with loading all of the water barrels and everything and the whole interaction in the store, we're just going to go ahead and say that it's 9 p.m. because I'm lazy. Unironically. So, yeah. It's 9 o'clock p.m., and do you know where your children are?
Nope.
I actually I didn't just do this out of kindness. I actually have a really good reason for not asking for payment.
Oh, yeah?
So our goal here is to the end goal of being here is to end the war, right?
That's what you were being
So
yeah.
wouldn't that be easier if we have a really good reputation in Balbaat? Our words would carry more weight if we were really well respected here.
More than certainly.
So I'm thinking that if we just do heroic acts for the sake of doing heroic acts, rather than seeming more like mercenaries, our words would carry a lot more weight.
Yes.
I know financially we'll be in some issues, but I mean,
Is anybody else, by the way, in need of anything to do anything?
Oh, I'm good. I'm only interested in more magical knowledge. I kind of doubt we're going to find any around here, so I'm not really interested in anything.
Not unless the magical knowledge you're looking for is the magical knowledge of how to sneak pockets all day, all night.
what?
I don't know. I don't have any idea what I'm saying half the time. This brain, big stupid. Big stupid
That's
brain
true.
has poured all of its smart into making shit for the last 2 months. Brain stupid.
I should probably summon my familiar.
What familiar? Which one? I don't remember. I might be. I might be completely forgetting stuff.
I might not have gone over it with you either.
That's just fine, though. I mean, it's just about.
Yeah. It's just one of the warlock things I have that works with all my invocations and whatnot.
Oh yes, that's right. I remembered that you hadn't fully worked out that when we talked on session 0.0.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got your sheet up and everything, so I should be able to. Everything looks just fine, honestly.
What kind of familiar did you pick?
I picked what is it? A pseudo dragon.
Ha! The peak choice.
Mm-hmm. Well, I get to pick the higher familiars, so I figured fire guy, little dragon, works.
Little dragon. So with that in mind, you guys do take care of that. So it is about 9 o'clock. Are you guys going to be going out into there during the night, or are you guys going to stay maybe for another stay at the inn?
I'm gonna inform the party of the information I've learned about these bandits.
Which is a good idea.
Now we could.
It's more probable that I say that it's probably more likely that we'll run into them in the night, but it'll also be less hot, so we won't have to use up as much water on the way there.
That's
excuse me.
exactly
Giving us
what I
more to
was
spare.
thinking.
Thank you for
And
your
by
words of
getting to
encouragement,
their-
Silver.
And by getting brain. And by getting to their base or wherever they are at night, a lot of them will be asleep, and it will be a lot easier to attack them if they're all asleep. or at least the majority of them are sleeping. So I think we should go at night.
In favor, say aye.
Aye.
Well, I was muted whenever he was asking everyone need anything by accident because I was doing stuff. I wanted to get armor real quick.
Ah, okay.
Or yeah, see if there's a blacksmith or
In this
Oh,
town there is a minor smith. Yes. So you can't get like super fancy expensive armor, but if you need armor, you
we
can
have
get
a
it.
blacksmith that could get us really good armor.
No, you don't.
If they didn't leave.
You do
well,
not.
I guess I'll go visit them because I think I might need an upgrade for my rapier and my armor. Since 14 AC might not be an ideal for whatever we're about to go against.
Well, okay. So what armor are you wearing right now? Because granted, this is not a big city, so you're not going to find really good armor.
Well, all I have is a leather armor right now.
Yeah, so you would be able to get studded leather if you wanted.
Yeah. Like I said, if I can just get my AC up, that's all I really want right now. It's just a little bit extra protection. So
speaking of blacksmiths, I need to ask you a question, Dominic. So Ogie was really stupid and left his clockwork forge in the wagon. He never said he took it out. What do you want me to do with it? Do you want me to get rid of it, or do you want me to just keep it? We can't use it.
I didn't say anything about it, did I? I didn't say anything about it. So what I meant to say that he took it with him a lot. Like he took all of his shit with him. Is what I meant to say.
I'll just remove it because I saw.
Though I'm gonna make an exception just in case you guys don't have them already because I assume that you did. Inky Labyrinth, I think he had on him, as well as. Is it you that has Tawny Memories or is it him?
We essentially all used Tawny Memories.
Essentially, you guys have all of the stuff, all of the hearts, except for his specific one.
I have Tawny Memories on me.
Yes. So you have all of those. So any of them that you don't have, you do have. That doesn't make any sense.
I just wanted to know if you wanted me to just delete the forge. The only reason I had a question about it is because we can't even use the forge, like even if we had it.
You would need to be Ogie to use it. So you don't have it.
Okay. Well, that was such a cool fucking item that's just getting thrown away. And that's fucking annoying.
Well, I mean, it's kind of Ogie, so
it was.
So if he shows up again, I mean,
he doesn't get to.
Yeah.
His player anyway. Yeah. Okay.
God, I'm sorry. I just questioned. Sorry, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. So back to the leather armor. So I'll be able to find something. I'll be able to find something a bit better than.
Yeah. The smith will be able to sell you some studded leather armor.
Okay. I will go there and order studded leather then.
And I'm just gonna make it a little bit quicker. It's gonna be 45 gold pieces, so that'll be that.
Okay, 45, which is easy. I got 249, so I just removed the 4, and here we go.
Okay.
Should we make blacksmith connections?
We might be able to, but I'm not sure if this smith will be as good as our last.
And again, what did the last smith do except for outfit all of the goblins with chain mail?
No, the last. No. I think he's talking about the.
Oh, you mean Tolius? I thought you were still talking about Ogie.
Yeah. No.
Let me ask you guys as players something really quick too, because we're coming up on our we just passed our 3rd hour, or coming up on the 3rd hour. It's a little bit fuzzy because the stream time frame is not where it should be. But we started at 4. It's now 7:13. So we're just past 3 hours. Now that's pretty round to me for what our normal episodes are like. Do you guys want to hold off until next week, or do you guys want to keep playing?
I'm good with going a little further, particularly since we had some technical issues at the beginning.
I agree.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So if everybody is still good to go for a little bit while longer, that's just fine.
Yeah, sure.
Compensate for the terrible internet. So you've gone ahead and got your studded leather armor, Kunj, and I think Kunj, blah. Sorry, my brain is all over the place. So you guys have decided that you guys are going to start traveling the road at night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Also, did I ever send
Parker
you guys...
Parker and I thought so, but no one else threw their hat in the ring.
Interjected.
Yeah.
I'm good with
I mean-
it.
Yeah, we can travel at night. Either way, we'll probably run into something.
Epic.
All right, let's do it.
Hang on, I'm sorry. I'm getting some stuff over here set.
Oh boy, time to roll for encounters.
No,
Get
it
a
has
combat out yet.
nothing of that right now. So I sent a link to the map in the chat, in the general chat, just so that you guys can have access to the map here.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do.
I can tell he's fake barking because what he does is he barks like he sees someone, and then he looks back at me to see if I'm reacting. Like, because what he wants me to do is he wants me to get up and go outside to investigate whatever he's barking at, so he gets an opportunity to run outside. I know your game, Mr. Dog Who Cried Wolf. He's looking at me. He's looking at me like I caught him red-handed. It's like, yeah, damn right, I know what the fuck.
So what I thought that this would be pretty not that bad, but this is a lot more
I've been trying to get
cumbersome.
into the session on World Anvil, and I still can't get in.
That's a damn shame. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
man.
We'll figure it out next time.
That
Should
is
be fine for
true.
now, though.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't encountered any issues not being in the session, so.
Why is my anvil
Oh, wait,
coins...
shit, there we go! I got it!
Why is
Yay!
my... Oh my god, that's hilarious. So, just so you know, like, because I'm a thing on World Anvil, I get, like, coins every so often. But if it doesn't load in properly, the default font it loads in as is Comic Sans, and I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, I noticed like that right off the bat that all of our stuff was in Comic Sans.
That's fucking hilarious, dog. So, if you guys open up the map, you guys should be able to see the interactive map that I'm going to try and fill out while you guys are working. I'm going to fill it out with the locations that I've written. It's just that I have to make a label because I can't just hide them for some reason.
Does anybody else remember how to do that on World Anvil from the session? I completely...
I had to send... Remember, I had to send you the link physically, so I sent it in the D&D chat.
Right. God, I'm so...
Because for some reason, it's a feature to send articles to the handout sheet, but it is not a feature to send the map link. Why? Please fix World Anvil, please. $100.
So
I keep
got
saying
a little
it.
tidbit of knowledge I want to share. So, Susan, the shopkeeper, said she's not from around here. Perhaps we could set up our own town here as well and have her be the main shopkeeper there.
Why? Why? Why is it that any time that we play D&D, you all try to turn it into Civilization? First it was Kobold Civilization Simulator, and now it's going to be...
Well, you know what we could do? Not an actual town, mind you. This is just... We could take over that bandit place that she told us about and then use that as a base while we're here.
Gamer, I like it. Let's find some bandits first so we can get them to take them back to their base.
Well, no, she said we'd be able to see it from the road.
Oh, okay.
And mind you, she said that this wasn't their main base. She said this was like a forward operating base, like an outpost.
Perfect. That's a cool place for us to set up temporary camp or temporary base.
Man, we're gonna set up base in a base? What?
We're gonna set up a base and a base and a base.
A base and a base inside of a base, unless we want to take down their capital bandit town and use it as our own play. We just have to be careful because action economy always wins.
God, I hate all of you so much.
By the power of my
I see that shit, Doug. That shit you posted in chat, by the way.
Oh my god, you guys.
What?
Doug
Okay.
posted 5 hours of discussing money and property stuff again.
No, see, the real meme is making the DM lose his mind over calculating the square footage of trees.
That a Trent can knock down per day compared to how much a lumberyard can actually cut.
It's basically a war of how much the DM is willing to think about versus how much it benefits the players for him not to think about it.
I promise we won't set up an actual town this time, Dominic. I promise.
So
We'll only do a little bit of square footage calculation, I promise.
So you guys are going to start heading down the road then during the night.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna have. So we have a total of. Hold on, 1 second. I just want to.
4 carts.
We have a cart. We have a cart, a wagon, and a carriage. So we have 4.
And the merchant cart.
I'm driving the carriage. So I kind of want to see. Okay, so Boga was driving one of the wagons, right, or one of the carts.
Yes, he was driving the cart.
Quick question for the players: do any of us not have dark vision?
I
Human?
don't.
The 2 humans and the 2 dragonborn.
I have dark vision.
How did you get dark vision? I can't remember.
Invocation.
Warlock.
That's right.
Warlock trickery.
Or warlocks. How do they work? Like no joke. If there are 2 classes that I don't know how they work very well because I haven't played them yet, it's warlocks and barbarians. Actually, like barbarians, or at least the new subclasses. Because I only ever played a barbarian once, and it was one of the standard subclasses.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, continue with what you guys were saying. So, Sebastian doesn't have dark vision. And Ocularis doesn't have dark vision?
Yeah, I think so.
I have
Cool.
dancing lights though.
That is true. That is true.
Which isn't very useful for like seeing the road or anything, but if you're just following right behind the other carts, it would probably be fine. We just need to have somebody on each cart who can drive that can also see in the dark.
Yes.
Well, I was going to see if one of us should keep watch on the around just to make sure we don't.
Or I could
caught off
just
guard.
like cast continuous light on one of the horses or something.
Go ahead and do
Poor
that.
horse.
Why not?
It's a
I'm
glowing
imagining-
horse.
that image of the guy sitting in the Denny's and he's just glowing, but it's a horse.
Okay, maybe not the horse because the horse might freak out. I'll just cast continuous light on one of the carts in the front.
Teed won't freak out. Teed's a badass. No, just cast.
But
it
yeah,
in the
now
cart.
all the unseeing people can see fine.
Yep. Sounds good. Yahoo! Are we moving, or what are we doing?
So
Mr.
you guys are just gonna go with the standard configuration that you were before, which is basically gonna be the caravan from Dominavis and then the merchant cart at the back, which is what I'm assuming it is. And you guys are just going to head off into the night.
Yes.
Okay.
how dark is it? Because since you said this is like an arid desert area, right?
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah,
there's is there a lot of mountains around us, or like is there moonlight illuminating the area enough for people to see?
This particular area is more like what's a good example that I could pull from? It's more like a craggy Badlands area. While there is like some sand and such
like
and
the
dirt,
Grand Canyon.
I don't even know if it's like quite Grand Canyon level. Hang on, let me confirm. Why am I I'm literally Googling the Grand Canyon. I'm an idiot.
You don't know what the Grand Canyon looks like? You
It's
idiot.
it's like it is like that area. And yeah, I know what the Grand Canyon looks like.
Utah.
I just wanted to confirm, okay?
Okay.
Jeez.
I'll trust you this time.
Leave me alone, okay?
No.
I'm not just
But
gonna
what is the
Eastern
moonlight?
Montana.
But what is the moonlight situation?
It's
Would
the
a bunch
moonlight
of
is
lights be-
decently bright, so rather than being fully dark, it's probably gonna be a little bit more like dim to dark.
Okay. Can everybody still see? Like
Those
Even
with
those
dark
without dark
vision
vision?
will be able to see pretty well. Those without are gonna have some trouble in the dim light.
Yeah.
okay.
It's not dim light, it's torchlight.
On the
I'm
ro-
talking
on the
about
road.
I'm talking about the environment light from like the moonlight and
Well,
the darkness. Not the
I don't have dark vision, but my mouse might. That's all I got.
I cast continual flame on the front caravan that gives us vision 60 feet for all directions.
Yeah, you also though don't know the exact location of the thing. You just know that you would be able to see it at least in the day, assumedly.
Mhm.
How long, Dominic? How long can I use the canary?
How long?
Yeah, is it, like-
Indefinitely. Or are you
Indefinitely?
or are you talking about like each individual time? Like you can use it as long as you want to each time that you speak the words.
Okay, how many times a day can I use it, or is it only once per
As
long
as many times. Like legitimately, you
Okay.
are just using
Does
the word.
it have dark vision? Does it have the ability to see at?
No, it does not have dark vision. It is
So
essentially
it would be just as blind as I am.
yes.
Fuck. There goes that idea.
It's fine. I have dark vision, so if it's off in the distance, I'll see it.
Yes, which I was assuming. Those without the dark vision would just
I
not be
literally
driving
just
the
cast
carts.
the thing on the thing so everybody else would be able to see if we get attacked by bandits.
Yes.
I'm more or less thinking of like way in the distance when we see the building that we're supposed to be going to.
I'll just be petting my pet mouse.
Okay.
while we're
Oh yeah, I
traveling.
should add that any bandits that happen to see the caravan off in the distance will see that the front one just looks like it's on fire, even though it's not actually like burning.
That's funny.
It's just what is it? God, I keep thinking about references. What is that image of like the guy? No, I'm thinking about the image from SpongeBob of the guy walking with the backpack on fire. That's what I'm thinking of.
I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
So
all right,
so-
I say we go. We go with what we got.
yep.
Yee.
So you guys begin to make your way down the road in the dark, with the continual flame burning on the front carriage. And you guys, it's very quiet. You can hear the winds painting the desert landscape and shifting what little sand there is to shift around here. But there really isn't a whole lot of sound other than the sound of your cart. As you guys are going, I just want to check something really quick. Sorry, I'm terrible. Why am I? No, that's it. That's right. Oh yeah.
Give me the cheese.
And what do you have? Okay, and we're just gonna go. Oh yeah. Okay. So, So again, we got the merchant cart in the back. Kunj, you're right. You're riding with Jen, right? Kunj.
Yeah, I'm on Jin. Yeah, I'm hanging out with him.
Okay, and I just want to confirm one more thing. Yeah. Okay. So. As the two of you guys are riding, guys up at the front, there's nothing really going on. But like as you guys are going, Kunj, as you're talking and you're playing with your pet mouse, all of a sudden you see its head, it shoots up and its ears just suddenly twitch and it looks behind, like the road, like where you came from.
Genesis. What is it, Genesis? You okay?
It gives you a look and it kind of squeaks, and then it hides itself.
Yeah, get to safety. And then I'll turn. Jin, my mouse picked up on.
I hate to do
And I'll
this, but
point
I think my dog needs to go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, we're taking a short puppy potty break.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm potting this sentence. Okay.
Sorry. God, you have no idea how good it feels to be playing D&D again. I haven't been able to scratch the itch.
Yeah. Great.
You know what I'm gonna do because I'm feeling sporty. I'm gonna grab the link to the. So, I've been working on a homebrew class for the longest time. I started playing a campaign for fun like 4 years ago. I think it was that far. Like 4 years ago, I played in a campaign, and I went to use a homebrew Witcher class. Witcher from the series of the same name. And essentially, I was playing that class, and it was terribly, terribly bad, poorly written, really busted at that point. I was trying to write up a brand new version. So I'm gonna share my Witcher class with the stream chat because why not, mateys? Why not?
God, I'm getting horrible rolls for my fail getting out of the way fail rolls. I'm just getting 3s, 7s, 2s, 1s, not getting anything higher than that.
I have returned. Let's go. Let's fight the bandit.
Okay, so there's that link in the chat if any of you are interested in looking at the Witcher class that I'm writing. It's technically still a work in progress, even though I've written everything. I haven't had a chance to play test anything and to see if it's at all balanced or not. So, more feedback if you guys come back next week. Tell me how shit it is. And yes, you can do that to toss a coin to your Witcher.
Don't you fucking remind me of that song, and now
I know. We're all gonna think about it. But anyway, really quick.
Just let him know how much you love the AOE firebolt idea.
I hate it. If you say AOE firebolt to me one more time when you talk about Igni, I will come to your house and you will be very sad about it. I haven't decided how yet, but you will be sad. Anyway, Kunj, you were in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, I was. Jen, there are. Genesis detected something in that direction. I find the direction that they were looking at, or whatever direction they probably told me there's something over there.
So both of you have dark vision, or just Jen?
Jen and probably my Genesis, but I don't.
Okay.
120 feet of dark vision.
Ooh. So Jen, as you if you take a look behind you, pointing to where Kunj is like gesturing to, you definitely see it looks like a couple of figures moving along the side of the road just behind you, creeping up closer to your cart.
Okay.
You can tell that there are 3 of them, 3 figures, though you can't make out much more, because of the darkness and the way they're hiding kind of behind rocks and these hills as they're moving. They're not following very close, but they're getting closer.
I guess I'll shout out to the rest of the group that, hey, we have 3 followers.
Oh, you're just gonna shout that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
I turn
Alright.
and cast light behind us so that they'll be illuminated.
I draw my sword.
So
And stand up.
as you do this, so that happens in that order. So you shout, the light gets cast and it sends back towards the back of the caravan group, and Sebastian draws his sword. As soon as the voice is heard and the light illuminates them as they do this, you immediately see 3 figures, all looking to be human men. They stand up and they immediately book it into the hills.
Can I call for Sigurd to chase one of them and maybe pin him?
You want to send Sigurd after one of them?
Yep, and I'm gonna have him use his unicorn horn thing to stab him in the butt.
You
Go!
can make the command and he'll heed it. So you're sure you want to do that?
Yep, because he's the only one. I think he's the only one fast enough to catch up to them, right?
Also,
Okay.
how far would you say these men are right now?
So before they started running, they were about 50 feet back.
Okay, never mind then. I was gonna cast a spell, but that's too far.
So they've begun running, and so you are gonna send Sigurd then, Cameron?
Yep, and
Okay.
maybe not to stab, but maybe to grab and try to pull them to the ground, just with the bite that the dog can do.
To try to grapple them.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So. What's up? What's up?
I'll say because I want to cause fear on one of them to probably help out, but they're too far away from.
Yeah, in order to cast it, it would be pretty far out. I'm just gonna let Sigurd run. You guys can stop the carts and get everything, but on his master's command, Sigurd jumps off the cart and starts barking, and takes off into the darkness after one of them.
I'm going to run behind him. Obviously, not going to get there as he does, but I'm just going to be running in the direction that Sigurd is running.
I continue grabbing pebbles as I'm running with him, although not as fast, and I'll throw pebbles at them with light cast on them.
Wait a minute! Operation Cannonball!
I don't think we need that for this. Sigurd will be faster than them and can catch them anyways.
That's true. Damn it. Oh well. So what do you want? Do you want me to roll for Sigurd?
No, I've already got it. I've already got it down. So so you've jumped down and you are beginning to run into the desert along after him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it takes a little while to get there. So you guys take off the carts and you guys start. So who is going with you? Let me be entirely clear. Who all is chasing after the dog? Everybody?
I'm calling Boga to come with me. I'm going
Okay.
to carry Boga on my shoulder, actually.
I'll be a little bit further behind because I only have a running speed of 25.
Fair enough.
I'll just carry
I know that feeling.
shoulder.
As a kobold player, I know that
Boga,
feeling.
Get on my shoulder. You and Boga just get on my shoulders.
I mean, yeah, you guys can.
Stupid speed solved. I can carry both of you.
I can kind of see where this is going, but I don't want a metagame.
What do you mean?
I think I'm gonna stick with the cart.
Yeah,
What
same
I'm
here.
gonna be doing too.
Yeah, it doesn't take all of us to chase them down.
That's true. So
Especially
you want me
since
just...
there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, we'll just do half and half, I guess. You 3 go there, and then 3 of us will stay here. Well, I guess 4.
Cool. And you guys will still have light for my continual light cast on it. Or
Yeah.
continual
From
flame,
my
sorry.
understanding, they shouldn't be outside of 600 feet away from me. So I can still hit them.
No need. All we need is to pin one. We want him alive.
That
So
I could not
what-
guarantee.
So what's the story, Dominic?
Okay, so give me just a second. I'm pulling one other thing up here. And... Okay. Alright. So, just so I make clear, you're just carrying Boga and you're carrying,
If
Jamberman.
I'm carrying Boga, that is confirmed. I don't know if you confirmed you were wanting me to do that, but hello.
Okay, so whatever the case, so it's Sebastian, Boga, Jamberman. Nobody else is going. Ocularis is also sticking behind.
Yep.
I
Okay.
believe that's the plan, yes.
So the three of you, whether or not you're being carried, doesn't really matter. You guys take off into the desert after where Sigurd was running, and as you guys are running to get closer, the hills make it a little bit hard to see, but you hear the sound. You hear the sound of a struggle, and then you hear two distinct yelps. And as you're rounding the corner, you see that Sigurd doesn't have any of them pinned, but there are two of the bandits, the other one presumably ran a different direction, that are there, and they are attacking Sigurd with their scimitars.
Oh.
Sigurd,
Fuck no.
Sigurd's got two large gashes on him. It's hard for Sebastian. It's hard for you to see, but for Jamberman and Boga, they can both see it.
Are we rolling for initiative?
Yeah. So you guys roll for initiative. As you guys are rounding the corner, you're about 30 feet away from them.
30 feet. Okay.
Let's do it. Time to mess these guys up.
Oh damn it! That's a 9. God damn it!
Don't worry, I got a 2.
Fuck.
So I think while back at the wagons or so, I'm gonna go next to a sand area or whatever, and just turn my whole entire body into the color of the sand around, just to kind of blend in, just in case anything comes up.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry to be that guy. I'm sorry to be that guy, Dom, but could you make any type of spacing simulation, because line of sight's gonna matter for my attacks?
No, I've got a map. I have a battle map that I always have ready to go. It just takes me a second to get everything set up. What I had I had a tracker that I was going to use, but I forgot about it up until not too long ago, so I didn't have time to fully set it up.
Silver Dragon. I let the dog chase them because the dog has the if they fail a DC strength check, he can pin them to the ground.
Yeah.
So, plus my dog has his own personal plate armor, not plate armor, but heavy armor that we gave him, so he's pretty protected.
It doesn't seem like he did very well this time. So, Sebastian, what did you roll for initiative?
I rolled a 9, unfortunately.
Okay. And what about you, Jammerman?
I rolled a 2.
Wow, okay.
At least it wasn't a nat 1.
Yeah, let's count our lucky stars that is the case. Let's hope one of them rolls a nat 1. That'd be great.
Sorry, no dice.
Oh, what about Boga? Do we want me to roll for Boga, or are you rolling for Boga?
I just rolled for Boga.
Okay.
So he's there. Just need to get one more thing set up here, and then I can move on. I really am just terrible. Some of this I'm doing on the fly because I'm horrible at this and everything around me. So.
Odd question, Cameron. How much gold does the dog have on him?
I think you guys took all the gold off of him when you guys were paying for some stuff.
Didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't take any of the gold. We took one of the gems off of him to help pay for it, but we didn't take all the coins off of him. I can check really quick.
Why is
He
this
has
being so
16
weird?
silver and four gold pieces.
Sorry, my
Okay.
thing is being really fucking weird. I'm trying to get.
Oh,
the
and he has
sheet
a blue
pulled
and
up,
yellow gemstone still on
but-
him, so he's still got quite a bit of money.
Why? And of course, the internet is very slow, so half of my stuff is not pulling up. All right, let me just wait while this is pulling up. Let me get the battle map up here.
What is the particular? Because I saw Stranger said the dog has achieved some wacky shit. Like, I'm trying to remember any particular like instance of dog achieving wacky shit.
Buying the pickaxe.
Oh yeah, the dog did purchase the pickaxe for us. He had enough money on them. Because we did this
Also-
thing where whenever we split money, if there was any remainder amount of coins from splitting money, would go into a secret compartment on the dog. So if we ever like got robbed or something, because no one's gonna fucking rob the dog, right? So like, no one. So we'd have coins at least to use. But turns out the dog had enough money to help finish the pickaxe. So that's definitely a thing.
But I think you guys can see this now, hopefully. It'll be a little bit behind. And I also don't have... I need to grab the tokens for the other ones. And I'll eventually replace them. I'm just going to use some standard tokens because, again, just horrible. I'm a horrible person.
You're not a horrible person. You're just a piece of shit.
This is true. This is very, very
honest.
true. We're just gonna pretend like this Ocularis piece is gonna be Jamberman. Because I'm
Okay.
a bastard. And we're gonna pretend like this piece that is supposed to represent a trap is Boga. Okay. So this is essentially what we're looking at here. Hopefully you guys can see it on screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we should be all set. And if I could actually get fucking
Okay, that time that's a real bark because I heard a car door close.
Who
it
is
must
it?
be our father. It
You're a
must
bad
be
guy.
it must
You're a
be
bad guy,
our
buddy.
father who
Where's
is
the bad
home.
guy?
I'm literally
bad guy?
about to. Why didn't I not just go to the stat
Oh,
blocks?
No, it's okay. Just Grandpa. You're okay.
There he is.
You're
Do
right,
that bad boy.
You're okay. There's no bad guys. You're okay.
Okay.
No bad guys.
All right, it is time. Noticing that that you guys have just run around the corner, both bandits both bandits look up at you and they're like, "Oh you like hear one of them say, "Oh shit." And let's see what they're going to do really quick. So one of them is going to go. The one who didn't yell is going to attack Sigurd again because he's in the process of fighting with Sigurd.
We're at that one specifically.
Okay,
That
that's
one's
gonna
going
hit.
to die. This paladin of vengeance is about to fucking go goddamn bananas.
It's what Bahamut would want.
That's very true. Bahamut would want me to slap his
So-
shit into the Shadow Realm.
Sigurd is gonna take 10 damage.
You son of a bitch! How much health does he have left?
You can't tell because normally you would have a great idea, but since you didn't see the first
Well,
two attacks, he looks hurt. He looks way hurt. Like he's taking a lot of damage.
Okay, so you don't want me to be able to keep track of it.
No,
I don't
no,
see it,
I'm
right?
fine. I'm
You're
fine
right.
with it. Normally, what I'm saying is that since you weren't there to see him take the first two hits, you wouldn't have a good idea of how it is.
No, I get that. I'm saying this time you don't want me to be able to like track his health at the moment. You just want
All you know is that he
'cause
just
I'm not
took 10
there.
damage. Yes, essentially. Yes.
And he took damage before, so he looks really hurt.
No, yeah, he is very hurt. The
Are we
last
still
when-
doing anime
so-
rolls?
Yes, you can. So as the bandit's sword comes down and chinks right into Sigurd's side, you hear another, and
Oh my
it's
god!
pain.
You son of a bitch! I'm gonna scream, you son of a bitch! I'll rip your head off as I start charging down the hill at him.
Okay, so you begin charging down the hill towards him, which is going to be... Get back to my battle grid. I got too many... I need another monitor. Who would have thunk it? So, the one who just hit Sigurd would be this one. So you're going to get right... Do you have any preference on which square you are?
Well, you have to... Wait, because I can't...
I know, but you can see the guys. Where would you like to be square-wise?
The one on the left or right just attacked him.
Left.
Oh, him.
Yeah, so...
He's my fucking target.
Do you have a preference on which square you are in? You can be either the one under Sigurd or under him. Okay, got it.
The one right in
Okay,
front
you're
of
there.
him.
You're going to make an attack roll?
And, oh, you bet your sweet bippy I will. And I'm gonna fucking, like, cleave his head off with Rune Razor. Just gonna fucking chop it clean off. Or at least that's what I'm going for.
Okay.
This motherfucker is about to lose a head.
Alright, so what'd you roll?
I'm rolling. That is an unnatural 20.
That will hit, so roll me some damage.
And I'm gonna be two-handing it, as I always do. And I'm going to fucking kill him. He is going to die. He's going to die really hard. Really, really, really hard. I need my D4 and I need 2D10s. That's what I need.
So I will let you two-handed, but make sure that you're always telling me that it's two-handed before you make the attack.
You are.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it the one. Because yeah, you do usually two-hand it like a fucking ape.
I will specify in the future. I apologize.
Thanks.
Okay. So that is... That is 23 total damage.
Wow. Okay, so the guy is just recovering from his swing, and he hears this on the dirt, and you just scream. You come in, and you take your sword, and you cleave it. You go, and you just miss his head, but you hit him square in the chest area, and your sword just... blood sprays out of the wound that you make across his chest, and he staggers, and he's just like, as the pain suddenly all sets into his face at once.
Is he dead?
No, he's bleeding profusely from the chest.
I have an extra attack, and I'm going to drive my sword through his chest with my extra attack.
Oh, okay. Roll me to hit.
That's a 21.
That'll hit. Roll me damage.
That's 25.
Wow. So you take that cleave across his chest. He starts going, but by the time that his scream is coming, your sword has already gone directly into his stomach, and you see behind him just this dark spray of viscera come out the back of his stomach, and he just falls limp on your sword. You've killed the man.
I pull the sword out and I just stare at the other guy. With blood-curdling rage in my face. I'm just gonna stare at him. And that would be my turn. So.
Yeah, so Boga is up next. And looking to assist you, he is going to run up in front of Sigurd. I forgot that he's in the trap one. So he's going to run right here. And he is going to make a melee attack against that bandit. I need to make sure I've got his stuff. Where is it? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That is going to... Boga does get a hit. And so he is going to deal Oh boy. Oh, that's not that great. So he deals. Oof. So he slashes into the bandit for 2 damage.
2.
He literally rolled min.
He's
So-
technically a level 1 paladin, isn't he?
Yes, he is a level 1 paladin. So he slashes into the guy, and his armor is pretty effective, even though it's just leather. So his scimitar and his strength, he gets a cut in, but it's not that great. Essentially, the bandit is just looking at him like, "Oh, you piece of shit!" And that moves us to Jamberman. It is your turn.
I cast Bigsby's hand.
Bigsby's hand. Oh, hold on, I haven't heard of this
Yes.
one. Hang on, let me
It's a fun
see.
one.
It's
You
a
create a-
fun one.
You create a large hand of shimmering translucent force in an unoccupied space within range. It lasts for the duration of up to 1 minute, and it mimics the movements of my hand. The hand has an AC of 20 and hit points equal to mine,
Wow.
and it has strength 26.
Oh my god.
I use my action to use grasping hand to grapple the enemy.
Okay, so you use an action. Wait, hold on. Let me just make sure here.
It's when I cast
Okay.
the spell and as a bonus
Yeah,
action
yeah,
on my
yeah.
speed returns
So he's gonna need to make a strength save.
against a
An
26.
athletics.
It's a comparison, so
Oh,
it
it's
just
strength
rolls against
score.
mine.
Oh, okay. If the target's mean you roll, you have advantage on the check. But it says here it's a check, so it's strength v strength. So you're gonna roll the hand. You roll the hand with a plus. God, a plus fucking 8. Jesus Christ.
With advantage.
You know what? Well, don't bother. Do not bother unless you roll the 1 on both. Do not bother.
Does a 17 work?
Yes, no, trust me, it works. So the target takes bludgeoning damage equals 2d6 plus your spellcasting ability. Okay, so roll that damage there, bud.
Only if I use my bonus action to crush it. As of right now, all I'm doing right now is
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm grappling him, so I can basically
yes.
hold him in place.
Yeah, he's currently grappled, and he's like, you summon this white hand, and you just, you know the Sasuke meme. You know like the Sasuke meme or like the Naruto. Basically, you're just right on his neck, just.
No, I'm holding him up like Sasuke style.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm like this tiny little gnome holding up a guy like 10 feet above my head.
So he's squirming. He's like, "Oh God, what the fuck?" And he goes to like swing at it with his sword, like to jab it, to attack it. That's right.
He's grappled.
You can make an attack against your opponent while you're grappled.
No, you can't. You have to ungrapple first.
I do not believe that is the case. Let me just check, because I believe you need to have a particular feat, and the thing does not have a feat. I'm gonna make sure that I don't have this right. Speed becomes 0. But if it's,
my god. Puppy has
yeah, the creature's
a
speed
D20.
becomes 0, and it can't benefit from bonus to its speed. Also an effective. Yeah, so there's nothing here. He can make an attack roll. So essentially, what grappling is that you're not restraining the target, because restraining is different from grappling.
Okay.
You are basically holding onto him, and he can't get away from you. So he is going to attack it. I don't think he's going to hit it, though. To be entirely frank with you,
20.
yes, I know it has an AC of 20, and he just he did hit the AC, so he is stuck.
Okay, now that he's
Sebastian's turn.
So I'm going to shout out to Sebastian before he does anything. I've got him restrained right now. Let's figure out where their base is. We don't need to kill this one.
I know. I know what I want to do with him after we get our information. We'll give him to Ocularis, and I'm going to lean down to my little puppy, and I'm going to heal him.
Lay on hands, that good boy.
Okay, so Sebastian, you're going to spend your turn lay on handsing Sigurd.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and give him HP.
Just remember, if you need any information out of him, I can easily get it out of him. He doesn't have a choice.
Let's see. I'm just gonna heal him for. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna heal him all the way back to full.
You're gonna heal him up to 45 using it would be
Lay on hand.
34 of your lay on hands.
Jesus, he was that close to death?
Yep, he had 11 HP.
Oh my god.
We also
Yeah,
are gonna have to rebalance the dog at some point because we once again have a full party. But that's fine.
We'll
My
just
mouse
not
only
level him
has-
up anymore.
Yeah, you know, look at the bright side, Cameron. My mouse only has 2 HP.
Then again, the mouse isn't gonna take direct damage from most things because he's gonna be in like
yeah.
He better not get in my fireball.
He's gonna be in plot protection pocket.
Okay, so Sebastian, that's your turn. Boga is going to. He's just kind of like, since it seems like he said that you're restrained. Boga, like, he's standing there, but he's not quite like he's not doing anything. He's just kind of waiting. Jammerman, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do right now?
Can I attempt to make an intimidation roll to try and get him to stop fighting?
You can try to intimidate him. What is go ahead and make me. So what are you gonna say to him, and then give me your roll?
I'm gonna say we've already killed your friend. There's no reason for you to die too. We just want to know where the base is.
Okay, go ahead and make me an intimidation check. Need to get my
Oh,
die
that
back.
sucks. I
Oh,
only
that
got a
doesn't-
5.
Well then, bring him
Yeah.
back. Bring him back.
So he essentially, while he's being choked out, he's like, "Oh, fuck you! Like I tell you anything? God, I've seen my friends die more often than you could even imagine." And speaking of which, it's back up to his turn, and he says, so he looks down and he's like, "Speaking of which," and he, since he is next to him, is going to make a melee attack against Boga. Because he's right next to him. That's going to be... Especially because the paladin just healed the dog. Oh, yeah. As he goes to make he's like, "See how you like this," and he swings down at Boga, but his awkward angle means that Boga quickly like shifts a little bit, and it chinks off of Boga's plate armor that you gave him.
A level 1 paladin with plate armor.
Right. This is what happens when you give a forged cleric access to a forge like that. And Boga immediately like, "Oh fuck." So that's his turn. Sebastian, you're up.
Intimidate him.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. Can he see me through the big fit? Sigurd, no.
Well, no,
It's
yes, you're
translucent,
standing.
so yeah.
You're standing right
I'm
next
going
to him.
I'm gonna do that thing I do when I intimidate people, and I'm going to walk up to him and I'm gonna start coating my mouth and eyes with lightning, like I'm gonna use my breath attack, and I'm going to get in his face, and I'm just gonna. If you don't tell us what we want to know, I will make sure your death is so unbelievably painful that you will be feeling it in the depths of the 9 hells.
Make me an intimidation check, Sebastian.
I'm proficient in that.
I have proficiency.
Let's see. That is a 19. 11 plus 8.
Oh yeah. So you see, like, he's resisting and he's like struggling against the hand, and he's like watching you see this anger, and then your mouth and eyes fill with lightning, and your voice just pierces into his ears, and you see his expression just immediately change. And he's like,
And he dies of a heart attack.
God damn it! No!
All right, listen, man. I don't want to die. I don't want to die like that, man. All right, Jesus Christ, back the hell off. All right, all right. I'll tell you. Just back off.
I don't back off. I just continue to do the lightning coating thing, and I'm just going to wait for him to say what I need him to say.
Shit, man. It's north of here, all right. If you go past the large rock-looking spire, you'll see the keep we use. You'll see the keep we use. Just it's up north, man.
God, pathetic. A real man would have died before revealing that information. And
Bring him to.
I stop and I'm like, oh, let's bring him to the others.
Yes.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna. So he's like, no, I'm not going with anyone. I'm not. And he's gonna try to make.
I never said we would let you go ever.
He's gonna try to run away. He's gonna try to run away. He's gonna make a strength check to get out of the grapple. So go ahead and roll me another grapple check.
Counter roll, yeah. And I have advantage.
I know. Trust me, I know.
25.
Yeah, no, he does not. He is struggling. He is struggling. He's like, no, fuck, let me go. Oh, let me go.
I had the idea in my head that if he escaped, I'd literally just hold my arm out and clothesline his ass if when he tried to run. Oh God.
So it's here that we're gonna take a quick pause. So are you guys gonna like restrain him or something so that he's not just rolling? Or what? Are you gonna, Sebastian? Are you maybe gonna use one of those 6 bundles of rope that you bought earlier?
They're in the wagon. They're in the wagon.
Are you telling me you don't have rope on you? This was the problem we were trying to solve.
I have one thing of rope on me.
Good. Oh God, he thinks.
I have 50 feet of heavy
This would
rope.
be because that would have been the 3rd time that you have not had rope on you when you needed it.
I tell him to drop his weapon. We're just gonna tie him up for now. We'll figure out what to do with him later.
Well, he's pissed. He's pissing himself about the iguana, so he'll drop his weapon. Especially if the iguana asks nicely, quote unquote.
I pick his weapon up and get it away from him.
You kick his scimitar away from him and he is restrained now. So speaking of which, now we're going to take a little quick pause. And we're just gonna take a...
I just want to point out that initiative lasted all of about 5 seconds.
No, I know,
right?
you rushed in and wrecked the first guy, and then like...
I can't wait till he comes here so I can mind torture him. Well, not torture him, but
well, speaking of which, yeah. So we're gonna pause here because as this whole battle was going on, back at the carts, you guys are all just sitting and watching the cart, and after a couple of minutes, you hear the sound of rocks moving to your south. And as that happens...
that took all of 30 seconds.
Yeah, but this is happening at that same time. So as that is happening, you hear the sound of rocks to your south. That would be Ocularis, Kunj, and Jin.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to...
I like my clothes ain't camouflage, but my skin is camouflaged in the sand right now, so that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, so you're currently hidden up. Where is so you guys, Ocularis and Jen are just on the carts. So do you guys react at all to the sound?
Do you want to roll perception to see if they even notice it?
They notice it.
I notice it.
Yeah, Ocularis notices everything.
Yeah, the man. First off, the man has a jacked passive perception. And on top of that,
level passive perception to an insane level. You walk past me in the aetherial plane, and I say hello.
he can sniff people from like dimensions across.
My passive perception right now is 15, by the way.
Yes, I've checked everybody's passive perception, and that's why everybody noticed. I find it strange that everybody is worried that I didn't know what passive perception you had.
Sorry.
So is anybody going to react to hearing the sound of him of something coming down the hill, doing anything?
I'm going to look in that direction.
I'm going to ready myself and kind of wait for the guy who can see in the dark to say something.
Well, he's currently hiding.
I get out my.
I
The
can
I got
see in the dark.
Dusty can see in the dark really well. I'm waiting for
Oh.
him to
I,
say something.
That
I
is
want
right. I
very
forgot that
quiet.
Dusty was also not hiding. Okay. So
and also I am drawing out my rapier and ready to cast a spell.
So as you turn to look to see who's coming down, you notice that it is one of the bandits from earlier. He's trying to sneak his way down the hill towards your cart. It doesn't like you were able to cast a glance to the right. He doesn't seem to notice that you've noticed him yet.
Oh no.
He doesn't notice the rogue, huh?
Well, he doesn't notice that anybody has seen him yet. So he's just making his way towards the back cart, the merchant's cart, where
I'm
Where
making my
I'm
way.
standing looking at him, you know?
I'm gonna make our way behind him.
Like I said, you're casting a glance over in his direction. You were able to see him because he's being a bumbling buffoon without fully turning to like face him. Mom says it's my turn in the Xbox style.
God,
In the
poor
Xbox.
guy. This guy's about to get wrecked.
So, is he within 600 feet of me?
Yeah. No, he's not. Yes, he's within 600 feet of you.
I'm gonna walk up behind, by the way, also. So,
Okay, yeah. Make me a stealth check.
Okay, well, plus 11. Let's see.
Oh no, yeah.
I got a 22.
Yeah, that'll do. He does not notice you.
Okay, I get out my rapier and just walk up behind him slowly. Quiet.
So what is this that requires 600 feet?
My lovely Eldritch Spear plus my Spell Sniper feat.
Oh yes. So literally you are just about to turn. Let me guess. You are about to shoot him right in the face.
Pretty much.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I can't remember. Do you need a roll for that? I would assume so.
Yes, it's an attack roll. That's how I get
Yeah.
the 600 feet.
Yeah, go
If
ahead.
it wasn't an attack roll, it would only be 300.
Okay, so go ahead and make the attack roll.
Now I need to decide whether I'm doing 1 or 3 bolts.
Oh god.
Or that number thereof. I think I will only do 2 bolts.
Okay. So make those attack rolls, baby.
So got a 19 and a 12 to hit.
Okay, the first one is going to hit, the second one is also going to hit. Yeah, both of them are hitting.
The damage here.
The hell are your spells? There they are.
Should I terrify him or should I just murder him?
Murder him.
I mean,
Destroy him.
I have options here. I can't decide whether you. Okay.
All right.
Eviscerate him.
So what do we got for damage, my dude?
So that is 18 damage.
Okay.
And
So
it's just 4.
just force? Yeah.
Yep.
So he turns, so like he's sneaking, and then all of a sudden, quick draw of the West style, you move and you point your ring at him, and his like he notices, and there's only about a half a second where he like starts to skid as he's trying to stop, and then whoosh, the Eldritch Spear just stabs through right in, like, his fucking head, and you just hear the fucking snake death sound as he drops backwards and hits the sand. Just sniped. Absolutely sniped.
I'm just imagining like the reverb echo.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then in a distant mountain, you just hear faintly.
Snake, snake, snake.
Snake.
Snarky. So yeah, you just straight up quick scoped him. You're just like, nope, not having this. Point, ring opens, right in the face.
Imagine facing 3 weak bandits against a squad of level 10s.
Perhaps that was the point, though.
Imagine.
Literally, all of them got 1 hit.
No.
No, the guy sneaking didn't even.
Okay.
Like the
Let's
like.
be honest.
Mine
Does
took
the
2
level
hits.
1 paladin even count?
Yes, the level
No,
1
I mean,
paladin counts.
I had to strike the guy twice. I did 20. It was like what, 23 damage and then 25 damage.
Yeah.
It was a 2-part strike. I counted as 1 hit.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Anyway,
I probably could
so
have 1 hit him if I used a smite, but I didn't.
So-
want to waste
so-
the smite.
Kunj, you're like sneaking up behind him, and like you're kind of crouched, so and like you're getting up behind him, you're ready to do whatever you do, and all of a sudden, just this like eldritch beam pierces through the guy's skull, and he falls like his head like right in between your legs, and just starts bleeding out on the dirt, and you're like the bolt whizzed right past your fucking head, and you're like, Jesus, the man's just dead. He is missing his forehead.
Like, I imagine, like, I'm used to it because of me traveling.
Yes.
With this guy. But,
No,
but
you're
how-
used
with
to
how
that.
close yeah, like, with how close he got with me that time, it's like, oh, wow, that was kind of close.
It's like a fucking tracer round, just.
Yeah. That's the only part that's concerning for me. But besides that, it's like, yeah, this is normal.
So, yeah, there's a dead bandit. I mean, that's that.
And I'm gonna take his dead clothes.
You're gonna take his dead. You're just gonna take his clothes.
Yeah, because this might be useful later.
I suppose.
So, yeah,
Got any?
Okay.
I'm not for anything useful.
So you find 20 silver pieces on his body as well. He's also got a scimitar, and his leather armor is what he's got.
Is that a dex space thing?
A what?
Would that be a dex
Scimitars?
space one?
Yeah, scimitars are finesse.
Okay. I'll take that as super. Yes.
You have to be proficient in martial weapons, though.
Well, I believe I'm good with rapiers. So I don't know if that. I'll have to look.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure if you're a rogue, you specifically have rapiers and not scimitars, or I might be wrong. Let me see.
Yeah, I do specifically have rapiers, but let me just look here real quick. I am not, so never mind. I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm taking it for a disguise, but I'm not going to use it. I don't intend on using it as an actual weapon. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys get that up. I didn't even have to draw the battle map for that one. Hey, he's not going to need them anymore. Silver absolutely has it right. So it's not too long after, and you guys are just in the middle of looting this man's corpse, and the other guys come by, and they've got like a tied up one. So you guys walk back in towards the cart, which is illuminated thanks to the fire, I think, or is I can't remember if continual flame is concentration or not. You definitely would have been out of range, I think. Let me just confirm the range. Oh, no, there's just no range. Yeah, so the continual flame would still be going. It's not concentration, and it goes until dispelled.
I look at the guy we're carrying, and I look at the friend who just got quickscoped, and I'm like, you chose the wrong people to rob.
Not dead to rights. He had no idea. He thought he was gonna be so sneaky. Oh man. So you bring him back over towards your carts, and he's like, "Oh, jeez, man. Not even. We didn't even get anything off that. I was sure. Fuck.
Mind finishing that sentence?
What do you mean? I thought he was gonna get you guys at the very least. Get something out of this.
You guys know the comic of that one guy where a kid falls on the ground and starts crying, and he's doing that thing where he's got his hand over his ear and he's got a cheeky face and he's next to the crying kid.
Oh,
I don't know if
oh
anybody
no, yeah.
gets
What
any
you
of
what
that
you
I
are
just
doing,
said.
what you are saying is like, I get what you're putting down. I'm picking it up.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just like, what's that? What's that? I kick him. I kick him in the shin.
And also, when they come back, they just see a dragonborn as the same color as the sand standing over his body, just picking clean up all the stuff.
You're the same color as the sand, so it's like it's like a partially there being. You're not quite there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad to see we are a party of capable warriors.
Ocularis is he literally didn't even stop writing. He probably got a glance of the quickscope and he was immediately going in the book.
And I'll tell him later about what I did, just so he can get that detail in.
Are you guys going to be doing anything with him right now? Because I think now is actually a really good time to stop, because it's been over 4 hours, and we probably should also be done for the night. We don't want to go too long. But we
I
will.
think that's pretty good. We got one combat encounter in.
Just one, but it's good. Good enough.
All I want to do can wait till next session. And all I'm going to be doing is probing his mind for information.
Which is great.
Let him talk to me for a minute, and he'll be absolutely terrified for a solid hour.
Anybody who talks to Ocularis for a solid minute goes crazy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
That's part of my...
Me and Ocularis.
So we're gonna end the session here. Because it is very late, and I hate to do this because I clearly do also want to stick around. But we will be back next week. So we are on every week up until when we die in this campaign or we finish it. Every Wednesday at 4 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that's 6 o'clock Eastern to 3 o'clock Pacific. So however that works into your schedule or whatever. Obviously, too, you can follow for shit, but that sounds like begging, obviously. But we will be back next week to continue this. But until then, thank you, especially to Stranger and Silver, for being here. It's awesome to see you guys in the chat. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped for this. I have been itching to get back into this, as I said before. So I think we're going to sign off for the evening. I'll get cleaned up, but we'll see you guys next week, okay?
Later, gamers.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, me.